time getting on live tonight, but I'm glad I've been able to get everything in order. So I'm just going to wait for a few of you all to come in. I'm actually doing live readings for those of you who have already sent the 1111 to my Cash App for one question, as well as just doing some readings for the collective as we go along to see what is happening for 2023 and the energy that you all can expect as we move ahead. So I'm just going to wait for some of you all to come in as I kind of prepare over here. I got a few people that's already on the list, about 11 people to start off with. So I hope everybody is doing well. You know, I do understand that we are getting ready to enter into 2023. I don't see nobody. Hold on, let me see. Can somebody, okay, there you are. There's the chat. Okay, I was trying to make sure I had it right on my end. Gosh, y'all started coming in pretty fast. Hey, y'all. Hello to Chase, Worthy to Be. Oh, is that my brother? I don't know if that's my brother or not, but and then let me see, Aquarius, let me see, JC, Majestic Journey, Medusa, S. Reese, Global Humanity, Ride, Gook, okay, Victoria Wilson, hello y'all, Goddess Infinity, Woke JT, Sandra Hill, Carl Thompson, H Warrior, Music Land, hey Music Land, Blue Rain, Ayan, Deborah E. Walters, hey everybody. So I don't expect for it to be as many people on tonight because some people is out partying for the New Year's or moving into 2023 because I technically don't really see this as the new year. For me, the new year comes in when it's springtime, when things are growing. But everybody, people have their different perspectives. But either way, I'm happy to see y'all. Derek Bird, Dwayne Harris, Jesus Mills, God's Daughter, Valerie Allen, Empress 8877, Melissa, Lori, Aduli, Jazz and Laughter. Okay. Valerie Allen. I'm doing well. Thank you. I'm doing pretty good over here. Let's see. Kimberly Jackson, Ayan, Medusa, Empress. Okay. Yes. Okay. It's New Year's in London now. Okay. All right. It's not quite New Year's here yet. We just made it to it's 9 o'clock over here. So let me see, Miss Carla James. So we got about 3 more hours. So I will be getting right into the readings today. I hope everybody is doing well. Y'all can, I hope you've already been setting your intentions for what 2023 is going to be looking like for you. I personally have already, done my writings, anything that I needed to burn and release to clear out. And I've also lit my candle where I have a whole lot of things that I desire to create in the year of 2023. And it's not just things external to me. Most of it is actually things that's internal, peace, happiness, joy, balance, growth, all of those beautiful things. So I strongly suggest if you haven't done that, you definitely want to, light your candles and write on your candles everything that you like to create. Tech support. Hey, Tech. Laura, Locks and Wisdom, Queen Opa, Paige Turner. All right. Yeah, so it's good to see y'all. So again, y'all know how I do. Now that we've done this, is like our 3rd time doing a live reading here. So generally, for those of you who want to ask a personal question, you can cash at me at $green 82212. And let me see, because this time I'm checking in on a different live. So I don't know if I have the same options that I had on the other live where I can actually, does anybody want to be a moderator? Can you let me know if you want to be a moderator today? Because that'll help me out a lot. Last time we had a really great moderator. That way we can kind of push things along, especially for those who have personal questions. Got a group of the matriarch together yesterday and created a vision board and cleared out old energies. That's beautiful, especially when you're working together. Sarah Hill, you want to be a moderator? Okay, let me see. There it is. Okay, so I added Sarah Hill as the moderator. I appreciate you, Sarah. Um, so yes, anybody that wants a personal message, you can, when you cash at me $11.11, y'all know 1111 deals with new beginnings. You cash at me $11.11, and then I will do a personal question for you. One question though, because we want to be able to kind of, move things along, because y'all know these messages, we be pushing into 4 hours doing these lives, okay? So I'm just happy to be moving into 2023 with you all. Cash App is $green 82212. $green 82212. So I'm going to pull some cards for those of you who are here. Please be sure to like the message. I know we haven't really started to do much of anything yet, but it'll actually allow other people to come in to get the notifications and things of that nature. But okay, you want to be a moderator too? I add 2 moderators today, because that might actually help to have a couple. Dang, I'm trying to press that's interesting. Okay, relationship reading for Arlie. I'm going to have to write you down. I'm trying to press your name so I can add you as a moderator, but for some reason it's not allowing me to press the messages anymore. That's interesting. Oh, there it is. Okay, so now I have added Miss Carla James as a additional moderator. Okay, so let me write your name down, Ara Lee, and then I have Dana Williams, who just sent over a Cash App. Okay, so I'm going to be pulling some cards for everybody that's here right now. Even if you haven't sent anything for like a private question, that's fine. Okay. All right. So yes. So that's what I'm going to do. We're going to start off there. Okay. Now, if you send anything other than the 1111, I'm assuming it is a donation. So I appreciate everyone who donates to my channel. I always pray that you receive 1,000-fold in return for whatever, in whatever measure you need it, whether it's 1,000-fold of peace, abundance, love, wherever you need it. Anytime I get donations, I always say that prayer. So that's for everyone who decides to donate as well. So let's see. For the collective, I'm going to pull some cards to see where things are going when we move into 2023, because that's literally coming up in just a couple of hours. What type of energy you all can anticipate. Okay, Donald Miller. Hey, Donald. I'm going to write your name down. I hope you're doing well, Donald. It's always good to hear from you. So let me see. Donald Miller. I thought I saw my brother in the chat. I don't know if he crept up in here. He ain't said nothing since, but I think I saw my brother in here, y'all. We like 1.5 years apart, so practically twins. But let me see. Tell me about 119. What do you mean 119? Is that a number synchronicity that you've been seeing? Thank you, Locks and Wisdom. All right, so let's see. Let's pull some cards and see what's going on. 2023, year number 7 for the collective. Okay, first card I have coming out is don't let your past hold you back. So this is definitely the year to move ahead, looking forward, not looking backwards. It's like leaving everything from 2022. If it did not serve your highest good, you're leaving it right there where it stands, and you're starting a brand new beginning for the year 2023. So this message actually came out a lot. Last time we did a live, we had a lot of cards that kept saying moving on, don't let your past hold you back, things of that nature. So it seems to be very similar. Let me see what else is here. Okay. So you have leadership coming out. Um, so that's definitely showing me that you're being called to step into a leadership position, whether it's you actually, whatever that looks like for you. Um, I feel like you're also being called to step into that leadership position when it comes to releasing yourself from the past. You might have to take the initiative to make certain cuts. It's like not passively just allowing things to fall off, but actually actively putting in the effort. Hey, Luciana, putting in the effort to make these things happen. So stepping into that leadership role. And then you have material and spiritual prosperity. So I see that a lot of you are going to be moving into a better position when it comes to your finances, if that's something that you're concerned about. Not just financial prosperity, material prosperity, but also spiritual prosperity, which is actually more concrete than material, because once you have a solid foundation in the spiritual realm, as above so below, then that foundation physically is definitely going to be in alignment, and it's going to be that type of foundation that cannot be shook or moved. Oh, thank you, Latoya. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Yes, Miss Carla, I receive it too, because this message is for me as well. Okay, so then we have, look at that, expect powerful change. So what can you anticipate in 2023? Very powerful changes will be happening in your life in 2023. Okay, and it's going to deal with something is going to change within you that's actually going to give you the courage and the power to move in this leadership role. It's like you're taking back control of your life. Like, you're steering the boat at this point. You are creating with your thoughts. You are not just passively existing anymore in 2023. I see you, James. I'm writing you down right now. So I definitely see this happening for you all. This is beautiful energy here. So let's see what else is coming out for the collective. And then as we go along, y'all know I tend to pull messages for the collective in between doing the personal readings. So feel free to stick around. And also I want to tell you all again, if you have a question in mind and right now you're just not sending the 1111, you could still set your intentions that maybe the next person that comes on to ask a question, the answer that they receive will be in alignment with the answer that you need. You might say, okay, the next 3 people down, the answer that I need is going to be in alignment with the answer that they receive. So you can also do that because everything is energy. Yes, I do have moderators. I'm happy to have moderators in here as well. So, not right now, baby. Okay, not right now. Come back in a little bit. Go ahead, close the door. So let's see what else is coming out. Moving into 2023. Okay, what do you need to release? So right now, this is showing the winter season. Even though I'm going to tell y'all, the last few days, I'm out here in Illinois, where generally this time of year is normal to have 15 degrees, 10 degrees. When it gets to like 0 and stuff like that, I'm like, look, this is just disrespectful. Nature is nature is out of alignment right about now. But these last couple of days, we're talking about 40s, 50s. We got a day coming up where it's going to be 60s. Let me know, is that what y'all experience over there, experiencing over there when it comes to your winter? Because that for me is beautiful. I feel like the winter time is going to kind of ease by pretty fast. I see you, Kyra, where we're going to move right into spring, a pretty nice transition into spring without that really harsh weather. 63 degrees in Boston. That's beautiful. Because y'all do remember, if you all joined me in doing the ritual that we did. Okay, If you all joined me to do the ritual that we did to break the curses off of nature, we did that a few months back, okay? And so, nature has also been up underneath the spell of the enemy, where they always trying to manipulate things and all of these different types of things, And I was just thinking about it today, how they even train our minds. I see you, Benita. They train our minds to help them to shift the energy, even when it comes to the weather, because as you know, from childhood into adulthood, you end up singing songs around Christmas time. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, you know. It's always something that deals with snow. Okay, the movies. Oh, it's not Christmas if it's not snowing, you know. I don't know how natural snow is like that. Okay, but for me personally, I just don't feel like it's natural. I don't feel like it's natural to be freezing. Can somebody else, what do y'all think about that? I don't feel like it's natural to have freezing weather because it takes you away from nature, because naturally you don't want to be out in that weather. At least most people don't. Some people enjoy it, but I can't get with it, you know. So now we're having this beautiful weather during the wintertime, and I'm feeling really good. Today was a beautiful day. The sun was shining. Go get your cup. The sun was shining. Now the other card that came out, y'all, is moving on. Moving on. Okay, facts. Snow isn't natural. Okay, I thought so, because I'm like, is it just me? But, you know, again, we have this card of what do you need to release 2023. Then we have moving on. Okay, we already had the first card coming out is don't let your past hold you back. Okay, so we have a new romantic cycle begin. Some of y'all are going to be moving into love, new romantic cycle. Something is going to balance out. Even if you don't attract a new person, it could be that a relationship ends up balancing out for you. Something is going, the scales will be balanced here. Justice means that someone is operating, just get a different one, baby. Get a different one, a blue one. Someone is operating from a space of integrity at this point, okay? Okay, Dallas, Texas. Oh, wow, almost 80 degrees. That's your winter? That is beautiful. Um, Feminine energy is winter, masculine is summer. That's interesting. That's interesting. So does that mean that the feminine energy we're supposed to have like really cold winters? Or are you saying that is that something that you feel is normal? I see a few people saying like, nah, that's not normal to have no cold weather like that. Ecuador, 50 degrees. Okay. See, that's beautiful to me. That is winter. That is an appropriate winter for me, where I can wear a little light jacket, but I can still go out and sun gaze and be amongst nature. Okay, one moment, y'all. Okay, y'all know I got a lot of babies, okay? So sometimes I might take a little break here. Chicago sister, my future, uh, I wanted to chime in. Okay. Oh, you're moving to Chicago in the future. It seems it would be the other way around. Masculine is winter and feminine is summer. That's what I was thinking. Like it seems like feminine would be summer because that's when things are being created. You know, things are growing, seeds are planting and they're blossoming and springing forward. But I mean, I hey, I don't know all the answers, but that's kind of what I was thinking myself. Okay, baby, it's time to go back out, okay? Y'all about to go to bed very, very soon. Okay, so yes, it's good seeing you too, Olasumbo. It's good seeing you too. I see you changed your picture there. That's why I couldn't recognize your but it's good to see you as well. Sandra, hey Sandra. Um, yes. So let me see. What else do we have? Mm-mm, mm-mm. Okay, y'all. So, yeah, so we have a lot of cards. Reveal what needs to be seen is what we have next. So, diving deeper, you know, going within yourself, you know, transformations, you know, diving deeper within, you know, just to see those emotions that might be suppressed, anything that could be suppressed, bringing it to the surface and then releasing it is what I'm seeing here is happening for 2023. But I feel like y'all have already been doing that. Like, it feels like 2022 was a year of doing a lot of releasing, a lot of releasing. Shoot, for me, it was like 2020, 2021, and 2022 consisted of a lot of releasing. Not to say that you move into 2023 and now there's nothing else to be worked on because everybody is on different levels, you know, in different spaces on their journey. But it just feels like you're really, if you've been doing that work, You're coming out of that dark energy and moving towards something that is full of life and light now. Okay. And so things are balancing out in 2023. Okay, you started in 2020. Yeah, it feels like, and that's it. That also seems to be very common. A lot of people started to awaken around 2020 or go through like major transformations in their lives in 2020 or like starting around 2019. I would say the major transformations began to happen for me around 2017. That's when I began to awaken. 2017, 2018. But when I started actually putting in the work and being consciously aware of what I was doing to heal myself, I really started diving deeper around between 2020, 2021, and 2022. So, okay, Ontario, hello to Suzanne Thompson. Hello to Angela. The last 3 years have been like the end of the world. Everything left. Yeah. I mean, but that end of the world begins a new existence, a new world. Okay. And that's where, y'all hear all this stuff about like new world order, where the powers that were was very heavy on that new world order thing. But that was to try to bring back order to something that they know that they're losing control over. Okay. That's all that's about, because they recognize that they could not stop us from awakening. As you know, they use many fear tactics to try to put us back to sleep, but you can't stop what's destined. And so that was their attempt to try to bring order to something that they felt they was losing control over, which they already have. Because we've been doing some declaring and decreeing, destroying of contractual agreements, like these sacrifices, the sacrifice of Yeshua, celebrating that energy. I mean, we've been the baptisms, the Deuteronomy scriptures. Y'all been out here being some warriors with me on this thing. And whatever intuitively you all was naturally guided to do based on what was being shown to you. Like I said, breaking the curses off of nature and all different types of things. Like, we've been putting in some work. So they have had, I see you, Angela, I'm writing you down now. They, was having to deal with some powerful forces because we stepping into our power. And this is why 2023, we see things are shifting here. Oh, thank you, Kristen. My eyes, when I was bringing those, as I bring messages to you all, they come to me around the same time. The only message that I had already had an understanding of was the one that I did about the so-called queen that ended up dying. Okay. I had already had that message about a year prior, and there was new things that my spiritual team had, shown to me actually while I was speaking the message, okay, go get a cup. There was new things that was being revealed to me. A lot of times that's how it happens for me. I'm speaking, I'm channeling the messages. I'm just a vessel. And so it's coming through, and I go back and watch it, and I'm like, dang, that's just how it is. So when it comes to me, I bring it to you, and then we come together as a collective. And we do these writing burnings and releasings and the rituals to shift the energy. And it's powerful, y'all. It's powerful. So there's a lot of changes happening here because, again, this card is here. It says, expect powerful change when we're speaking on 2023. Thank you for the donation. Lori, I appreciate you. Now, Lori, if you would like to have a personal question asked, then 1111 is how much I'm charging for one question. Otherwise, anything outside of 1111, I'm viewing it as a donation. If you would like to donate, I appreciate all donations. So let me see. I'm going to pull some more cards for the collective, and then we're going to move into the personal questions, and I'll be asking, I'll be laying out cards as we go along for the collective as well. So if you all have like questions that I can ask for the collective, not just a personal question for you, but for the collective, when I get ready to do those messages, feel free to, put some ideas out there. So we have patience. Be patient, okay? Because many of you all have planted some seeds. And as you can see in this card, the seed has been planted in the spiritual realm, and then it's beginning to manifest in the physical. And that's why I'm always pushing, do the spiritual work. That's where you create. And then it gets brought down into the physical. So, wow, look at that. The bottom of the deck says the waiting game. So some of you are still waiting for something to come into fruition, and it is in 2023. That's why you have expect powerful change. And I think the things that needs to be released, diving deeper to see what do you need to let go of while you're waiting for these changes to unfold in your physical existence. Maybe releasing lack mentality, maybe releasing any apprehension or fears or doubt, doing writing, burning, and releasing to clear that energy out and calling on the Most High and your spiritual team to help you to do that. Thank you, Lori. Andreas, yes, I just saw. Oh, Andreas, I'm going to write you down here. So even when you start to see though that harvest come in, which you all are going to see that we have 222 people in the chat. 222 has been a very common number for me lately as well. That's enough. Which deals with balance. It also can deal with partnerships, justice, the balancing of the scales here. Go out. Close the door, baby. And so, yes, 1111, new beginnings. That's being shown to me a lot as well. So let's see. Let's go ahead and get right into the personal messages. I want to start off with Rose Lee is the first person today. Rose Lee, if you're here, please wave. Okay, Tiffany Tyler. Let me write your name down. That's enough, baby. That's enough. Rose Lee, if you're here, please wave and send your question along with your wave. So yes, get excited. That's how you nurture the seeds that you planted in the spiritual realm, by feeling what you would naturally feel when those things are manifested into the physical. You're already giving praise, gratitude, thanks. You're feeling that energy of excitement, happiness, peace, balance, whatever it is that you can imagine yourself feeling when that thing does come into existence in a physical realm. Start being in that energy before you actually see it with your natural eyes. That's how you water the seed that you've planted in the spiritual realm, by using your energy to help bring it and to attract it to you. So, okay, shh, go ahead. Go ahead. You can, yes. It's in a refrigerator. Okay, close the door, baby. All right, so yes, Rosalie, if you're here, please let me know if you're here, Rosalie. God is true. It was Constantine and Caesar that changed the original calendar to control and confuse us. We greatly live by the earth, nature, and the cosmos. We've been out of sync for a long time. Yes. Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree. Now, I don't always know who historically did what, but I know something was done, And so with that, it's like the same way that they use their spell work to shift the energy to throw things off balance. You can get 2 of them out of the refrigerator, baby, and that's it. That's it. Close the door, Mina. Okay. Yes, the same way that they use spell work and dark magic, and they use our energy as well. We had to participate in what they was doing in order for them to have any power at all to create. So we had to become inauthentic to ourselves in order for nature to actually be out of its organic state or out of balance. We first had to be out of balance. And so everything is like, we are energetic, centers. We are energetic beings, electromagnetic beings. And so when we're off sync, so is nature. When our thoughts and our expectations are off or out of balance, then so is everything else that surrounds us. And so they needed us to work with them to create anything that was in opposition to what is balance or what is in alignment with the cycle of life and creation. So that's why the fear tactics and certain conditioning and all of these things, the brainwashing, Thank you, E. Williams, for the 1999. I appreciate that. They did this on purpose, you know, and they needed our energy to do that. So, like I said, the same way they can do that, we can also, in our awakened state, okay, in our consciousness, in our awareness of what they was doing, now we offset that. We shift the energy using our gift of being able to alchemize and transmute. Okay, so that's why I said doing the writing, burning, and releasings, going out into nature, connecting with nature again, you know, reminding, you know, giving that loving energy to nature. I speak to the wind, I speak to the sun, I speak to the moon, the trees, the earth, the flowers, the animals, bees, whatever. You know, we have to get back in sync with that energy, and then nature begins to awaken again. And so that's what's actually happening. And that's why I feel that what we're experiencing now with the weather changing and being more in alignment, I just feel like that's also a direct reflection of the balance that we are now coming into. So let me see. I have Loria. Okay, so now I was looking for Rosalie. I don't know if she ever came in. After Rosalie, I have Crystal. I don't know why my doggone this charger is not working properly for my phone. So let me see. Rosalie. See Rosalie? Yep, facts. It threw us all off, but the universe is switching it back. We are going through a pole shift. Yes. Yes, we are. Trying to make sure. Okay, there it is. There it is. Okay. So, yes, the next person now. I'm trying to get this thing in order, y'all, because I'm a little bit thrown off, but I'm getting it right. Just making sure that my phone and stuff doesn't go dead on me. So now I got that in order. Hello to Samuel. Thank you, Kathy, for the $20. I appreciate all of these super chats that y'all are sending in, donating to my channel. Like I said, I pray that you all receive 1,000-fold in whatever measure you need it, whether it's love, abundance, peace, good health, wherever you need it, 1,000-fold in return. I appreciate y'all. So did she show up? All right, y'all. I said Rose Lee. Let me see where the moderators are at. Maybe y'all saw something here. Rose Lee. And if Rose Lee is not here, I'm waiting on Crystal. Please wave and send your question. Oh, there's Crystal. Okay, Crystal. So Crystal says, Happy New Year, Queen. Struggling with staying in alignment. My question is, DB, my twin flame, or someone trying to get over? Now, what does DB stand for? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not really, you know, I'm a little old school. What is DB? DB, my twin flame. Thank you. I see Crystal here. What does DB stand for so I can know what I'm looking for in terms of your question? Oh, that's his initials. Okay. Okay. All right. So let's see. So pretty much you're asking what you can anticipate with your twin flame. Struggling with staying in alignment. My question is, DB, is this person your twin flame? Or is he trying to get over on you? I understand. Okay. So that means he must have said he thinks he's your twin flame. Be careful of that. I did a message about that maybe almost a year ago, where I spoke about the false divine masculine. I did a reading on that to show you signs that you can anticipate. And then I did one on the false divine feminine. So go back and check that out. Okay, Zohara, let me write you down. Okay. All right, so now let me pull some cards for you, Crystal. Is this your twin flame? So let's see. First card coming out, I have the High Priestess. So you definitely want to listen to your intuition on this one. I do feel that there's something very spiritual about the connection for the High Priestess to come out first. That's for sure. You might feel like you have like telepathic communication, or you can kind of sense and feel this person's energy and vice versa. Next card I have coming out is the Eight of Cups in the reverse. So it looks like if somebody walked away, you're going back. Okay, truth seeker, let me write you down. If someone walked away, you're going back, okay? So keep that in mind. I don't feel like this is completely over. Then you have here, two cards. I have the Empress in the reverse and the Three of Cups in the reverse. So it feels like whatever's going on, this might be throwing you out of alignment. I see you, Denise. Something is throwing you off balance here when it comes to this connection. Is it the fact that he has walked away? Because it just feels like even if he is your person, you're not in alignment right now. Something is throwing you off balance. And so your divine masculine really shouldn't be able to have that type of, they shouldn't trigger you in that way. Not your divine masculine. Now, a karmic can throw you off and put you in this energy that's, not in alignment with your highest self, with the Empress in the reverse. Let me see. I'm gonna pull one more card. Well, two more came out. So we have the Ace of Cups and the Hermit. It just feels like with these two energies coming out, a lot of self-love, a lot of deep inner work and reflecting needs to happen right now. And it feels like if you are out of, because it feels like you're not talking. It's like that energy of not communicating with one another. Maybe somebody just kind of disappeared, or I don't know, because sometimes the Hermit can deal with ghosting. But it feels like that energy of needing to do a lot of self-reflecting, listening to your intuition, working on yourself, shining that light on those dark areas, and working on self-love so that you can get this Empress energy back in alignment here. So I see that it's a strong spiritual connection. And the funny part is that I see nothing about his energy. It was all feminine energy that came through. Nothing about the masculine energy came through. It was all your energy. And so it feels like if you're not in communication or in your union just yet, you're not supposed to be, okay? Because there's something going on within you where you're not quite ready. So I don't really see a direct answer as to whether or not it's him, because his energy did not come through. It just feels like you're not supposed to be with anybody right now. And if it is him, when you get into that Empress in the upright where your energy is back in alignment, then naturally he will be in the right place for the two of you to come together. But something is off balance here. So I hope that gave you some clarity. If you have time apart right now, that's exactly where you're supposed to be so that you can continue to work on yourself. Okay, Crystal. All right, so now the next person that I have here is Mac Cooking. Mac Cooking. If you're here, please wave. Now, I don't know. Did Rose Lee ever show up? I don't think Rose Lee showed up. If you did, you might want to check in now before Mac Cooking comes in. You said what? You got to ignore that. Ignore that. Close the door though, baby. Okay, so let's see. Mac Cooking, if you're here, please wave. Okay, yeah, they're popping firecrackers. I've heard a few tonight. I need to get myself in alignment. Okay. Okay, so I do not see Matt Cooking, nor do I see Rosalie. So I'm going to keep going, y'all, If I call your name and you're not here, I'll come back to you later. Hopefully you'll show up. So Jonathan Jonathan McCallin, if you're here, please wave and send your question with your wave. Jonathan McCallin. While we're waiting, let's go ahead and pull a couple of cards for the collective. Just a quick collective message to see. Just think of whatever question y'all can think of. And whatever card comes through. Are you Woke JT? That's Woke JT. What name? Which one are you? Are you Jonathan or are you Mac Cooking? Woke JT, are you Jonathan or Mac Cooking? Which one are you? So I can check you off here. So yes, to everyone that's here, oh, Jonathan, okay, thank you. Think of your question, and I'm going to pull a card. Shh. Okay, okay. Hold on, y'all. All right. So let me pull a card for whatever y'all thought of here. Now, I'm cutting the deck at relaxation and suffering in silence. So it could definitely be that if you feel like someone is not communicating, or there's something that you would like to openly communicate, but you feel like you just don't have the opportunity to express, this is the time to just relax and to turn within. Look at that shadow. This deals with doing the shadow work. So whatever the question is, you have to use your intuition in terms of what the question is that you asked in your own mind, and how this relates to your answer. You got to continue to do the shadow work and allow yourself to embrace your solitude right now. Relaxing, turning within, and just embracing the silence. So now let me see. Jonathan, I'm pulling cards for you right now. You said finances is what you would like to know about. So let's see. Please be sure to like, y'all, if you find that this message is resonating with you. That way more people can actually join in. Okay. So we have the King of... Okay, I'm going to talk to them. We have the King of Swords coming out in the reverse. Two of Wands. I'm just going to lay a few cards out. Then the Justice in reverse. Something is not balanced here when it comes to your finances. And it looks like you're going to have to make a decision. Making a decision to maybe leave something behind that's not really working well for you. Or that's just... It feels like whatever it is that you're doing right now, it's not really serving you to allow you to have that inner balance for some reason. Yeah, look at that. Seven of Pentacles is in a reverse. It's like something is not growing. The work that you're putting in, the seeds that you're planting, it feels like the harvest is not in alignment here. So there's a decision to be made. The number 2 stands out strong for you. I don't know if you've been seeing the number 2, but something needs to be balanced in order for your finances to get back right. And you're needing to plan. And I feel like you want to definitely embrace whatever you're passionate about. That's important. Whatever thank you, Zahara. Thank you for the super chat. You want to embrace whatever you are passionate about, because this person is holding this one wand, which for me would represent like the Ace of Wands, something new. Okay. And so it just feels like whatever you're dealing with, it just is not in alignment for you financially. Okay. So really think about that. Okay. Think about what you want to do. I'm really not. Okay. I don't know. Zohara, are you looking to have a question answered? Let me know that when you send the super chats. That way I know what I'm doing here, because I don't want to pass over anyone. So now this is what I'm seeing for you, Jonathan. Take passionate action towards something that you feel good about, something that you feel energized about doing. And wherever you can find your balance, that's the direction that you want to focus your energy towards, because what you're doing right now is not really reaping a good harvest here, or at least the one that you might, deserve. or desire. So let me move on. I hope that answered your question, Jonathan. I'm going to move on to Wanda. Wanda, if you're here, please wave and send your question. Wanda, if you're here, please wave and send your question. Okay, Zohara, yes, I would like a general reading. Okay. Yeah, you know what? Actually, I did write your name down. Um, yes, I did. I wrote your name down earlier. All right. Oh, thank you. Who is that? Love Child. I appreciate that. Thank you. So I'm looking for Wanda. If you're here, please wave and send your question. If Wanda is not here, we're going to move on to Daryl. Is that, oh, there's Wanda. Okay, what do you see for me in 2023? Okay, good. Okay, so what's happening for Wanda in 2023? For those of you who are already in 2023, I want to say happy 2023 to all of you, because we have people that's in different countries, different time zones. For me, we're not there yet. So let's see. We have here, the Seven of Swords is in the reverse. Okay, Keisha, I'm going to write you down here. Six of Wands. Okay. Let me just write her name down. Seven of Swords in the reverse, Six of Wands. Then you have here the Four of Wands in the reverse. The Hierophant in reverse. Are you coming out of a long-term commitment, maybe even possibly a marriage? Did you find out somebody was being deceitful or recognize something about a situation? It looks like in 2023, you're being optimistic about moving forward in a different direction. A lot of fire energy coming out here. So I don't know if you're Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, but it's showing me that your passion is being reignited to move into a new direction, being optimistic about something brand new here. Nakisha, I see you. I have the Wheel of Fortune here. So major changes will be happening for you in 2023. I also see you receiving a lot of recognition in 2023. A lot of recognition and a lot of people acknowledging you and supporting you. Okay. Oh, thank you. Galvanizing techniques, I think it said. So the Queen of Swords is in the reverse. It feels like whatever you was dealing with in the past, you're over it. You're over it. You might have discovered some deceit from someone or a situation, and you're not focused in that direction anymore. And I feel like you're also turning away from traditional belief systems as well. It feels like you're definitely taking a different path spiritually, or you're starting to become more deeply involved in whatever your spiritual beliefs is at this point, but something very unique to you. But yeah, I see you moving into a totally different direction here. And more optimistic, but a more positive direction as well. So moving away from something that might not have felt so good towards something that is in alignment. Okay, Charlize, if you want a private message, please send the 1111. That way I can do a private message for you. But that's what I'm seeing for you. Now, who was this? That was Wanda. That's what I'm seeing for you, Wanda. I hope that brought you some clarity, but I see you turning away from the past and moving towards something that you're more passionate about, something that's more exciting, because the situation was just not balanced for you. So let's see. And it feels like it was a long-term relationship, or even potentially a marriage with the Hierophant and the Four of Wands, or something about a living situation that just was not balanced there. So the next person I have here, I think I have two Jonathans. Now, the last Jonathan was Jonathan McCollin. I think I have another Jonathan here. I'm just not 100% sure the last name. I'd have to go back through my Cash Apps. Yes, you can also send it through here as well, Sarah. Let me see. So Jonathan, I have a different Jonathan that is here. Shh. Don't pay no, you have to ignore her. Ignore her. Okay, so let me find Jonathan. And after Jonathan, I have Pamela. So Jonathan, if you're here, please wave and send your question. Um, okay. So that might have been, maybe I did write down the same name twice. That's what it looks like. Um, okay, thank you. Thank you, Charlize. I appreciate that. Thank you. Let me see. So we're going to move on to Pamela. If you're here, please wave and send your question, Pamela. Oh, you know what? And then after Pamela, I have Darren. After Pamela, I have Darren. So, because I don't think I did Darren. I'm pretty sure I didn't. So we'll move back to Darren after Pamela. Let's get the call girls out of here, y'all. We don't want no call girls up in here. So let me see. I'm going to hide them from the channel. Y'all got to go. You can't be up in here. So let's see. Pamela, there's Pamela. I'm here moving into my new home soon. Okay. So okay, Pamela, what's your question? Or did you already send it? Because we got flooded with the potential prostitutes. Okay. Um, yes, thank you, Sarah. I appreciate that. We got to get them up out of here. They just trying to come in and shift the energy. We don't need that type of energy up in here. Um, a new home. Okay, so you want to know about moving into a new home. What is that going to be like for you moving ahead? So let's see. Moving into a new home for you, Pamela. So what I have here, okay, the Queen of Cups is in the reverse. Then I have the Temperance. Okay, definitely want to be patient when it comes to this situation. Justice is in the reverse. Something is needing to get balanced first. Because it feels like, I don't know, it feels like your heart is not quite in it right now for some reason. I mean, unless you're actually dealing with like a divorce and you're considering moving after leaving a relationship, it just feels like your heart is not quite there, needing to find some balance here as you make this transformation. But it does feel like it's going to bring you into this energy of peace, though, with this Temperance card. If you didn't have peace where you were at before, it feels like you will have it when you do move. Seven of Cups. Yes, that energy of still trying to make a decision. So are you still trying to decide where you want to go? Because it feels like you haven't quite made up your mind here with the Seven of Cups. Like you have a lot of different directions that you can go in, and you're still trying to make a solid decision. Maybe it could be that, you know, the options that you've seen, you're not quite in love with those options. And so maybe you're wanting to practice more patience until you find that one place that's in alignment with, you know, with you and what you desire. Um, Let me see. Yeah, so the Hangman, that's that energy of just kind of waiting for something to happen. So something is postponed. I do see that this will bring a major change in your life, though, because you got a lot of major arcana coming out here. I'm going to pull one more for this move here. Okay, yes, the Chariot. Things will move ahead, though. I feel like, okay, so you're just waiting. Yeah, I do see the waiting energy. Things will move ahead. So it could be, okay, you're kind of growing impatient with the process. Uh, but things are going to move full speed ahead with the Chariot. That will be moving towards something successfully. So I see you doing that, and I see you finding peace after, whatever this waiting period is. It's going to happen. You might be losing hope with the Star card in the reverse, but don't lose hope. It will happen. It's just a matter of timing at this point. And like I said, when you do make that change, it's going to be emotionally fulfilling, and you will find some balance there. Okay, so just be patient, because remember, even when it came to like the general message that was coming out for the collective, it keeps talking about patience. That's very important right now. And then the waiting games, so that you're in alignment with that energy that was pulled for the collective. Um, okay, hey Jazzaray, good to see you here. Okay, hello to Annette. All right, and Lucy, hello to Lucy Lou. So I'm going to move on to the next person. I hope that brought you some clarity. Just be patient. You will have your new place, and you will be happy when you do get that. So the next person is Darren. Darren, if you're here, please wave and send your question. Darren. If Darren is not here, we're going to move on to Melissa. So I'm looking for Darren. Now, I did already call Rose Lee. I called Mac Cooking, and they were not present. So just to put that out there in case y'all have come into the chat. So I'm looking for Melissa at this time. Let's see. Melissa, if you're here. Okay, so Melissa, what do you see for me in 2023? Okay, so 2023, Melissa wants to know what's going on. All right. Let's see, 2023, okay. So the King of Wands in the reverse. Let me just pull a couple of cards so I can see what's going on. Eight of Swords. Okay. The Empress. And then the Death in the reverse. Okay. So I definitely see you seated in your power. I have the Tower here as well. I see you seated in your power with the Empress. Okay. You're going to definitely continue to grow. Continue to, work on yourself. Self-love is very big for you in 2023. It does feel like you might be in your head about someone who's not taking action though, or someone who might have withdrawn their energy moving into 2023, but it doesn't feel like it's over with the Death card in the reverse. So if someone pulled back and you might be thinking about this person, this could very well be, because I don't know, you being in the Empress energy, it feels like you're balanced. It feels like this person might be in their head. This person might be in their head about you in 2023. And so with this Tower, let me just clarify this Tower real quick. What is this Tower? Because you might have had a Tower with this. Oh, you might be getting ready to have a Tower with this person where they end up withdrawing their energy and someone is stuck in their head, but it's not quite over yet. Not quite over yet, but I see you still seated in your power in the Empress energy. So the Tower is the 10 of Cups. So it looks like the breakdown of a potential family structure. Is this somebody that you might have children with here? Something unexpected that happens in 2023, but it doesn't indicate like a final ending. Somebody will still be kind of holding on, not wanting to release though. Maybe wanting to put in the effort to try and fix it or mend it, but not quite feeling as confident though. I see somebody also being slightly intimidated by your growth and where you are headed, because you got the King of Wands in the reverse next to the Empress. King of Wands in the reverse can be pretty insecure, maybe even jealous, especially if you see it next to seated next to an Empress energy. So that's what I'm seeing for you. It is going to be some changes that happens, and you may end up having to make a decision like, is this person really in alignment with you moving into 2023? Let me see. Let me see what you've said here. Yes, for Melissa. So you might end up having to question, is this person in alignment with in alignment with you? Because King of Wands in the reverse next to an Empress, that's like water and oil. Okay. So you might have to make a decision in regards to a relationship here. Lavanya, I see you, Lavanya. So I think I'm going to cut off the people that can come in and ask questions. I'm gonna wait until my timer gets to 1 hour and 11 minutes. Because I don't want to overwhelm myself either. Let me see. Yeah, I mean, it looks like one of those decisions where you may likely decide to let them go, but it's going to be difficult to do that. With the death card in the reverse is like that energy of holding on to something, because you might have invested a lot of time into a situation, but I see you investing more time into yourself now, like self-love, especially moving into 2023. So just consider that. So I hope that brought you some clarity. And that was Melissa. So the next person is Aralee. Aralee, if you're here, please wave and send your you're welcome, Melissa. Please wave and send your question, Aralee. Yeah, Lucy, the shadow work card definitely came out because it came out next to the suffering and silence for the collective energy. And so in 2023, if you find that, let's just say you're in a relationship right now and it's not really balanced, but you're putting in all of this work spiritually, and you find that your partner is just not really doing the work. And for whatever reason, the tower comes down, because that usually happens unexpectedly because the situation was not balanced and it wasn't built on a solid foundation from the very beginning. But you're growing. You're outgrowing this person's energy and you're outgrowing that relationship. If that person just happens to leave, whether you're in a full out relationship or dating, you want to recognize that that is really just an opportunity for you to continue to do some self-reflecting and to really decide, is this the type of person that I want to have in my life in terms of a relationship? Do you feel like you need to learn those types of lessons again? Or do you feel like you've outgrown those lessons and you got the message the first time that you dealt with that karmic relationship, or past karmic relationships? Do you feel like you want to attract that type of energy again? If you do, it just means that you may still need to learn some lessons, and that person is definitely going to come in and bring just that. But when you know that a person is just not doing the work to heal themselves, they refuse to, they're watching you do the work, you're trying to teach them and to assist them to get there, but they're refusing. They want to stay in materialism, in their ego, in their carnal nature, and they want to like drag you backwards. They're jealous of your growth and all of these things. That's a no-go. Automatically you want to say that's a no-go, because that's how you show that you really have learned the importance of self-love, because you establish those boundaries for yourself and you don't compromise for anyone. So let me see, Myrick, let me write you down here. So keep that in mind moving into 2023, because it's all about spirituality with the number 7 in 2023. So for those people who are not doing the work spiritually, they don't even want to try. And you've been putting in all of that work. Naturally divine intervention will come in to separate those types of connections so that you can be in alignment for, to welcome in your divine masculine and your divine feminine. Okay, so now the next person, did I call out the next name? Let me see. I have here Aralee. Let me see. Let me look and see if Aralee waved. If you're here, Aralee, wave and send your message. I thought I saw Aralee earlier. I guess not. So I'm going to move on. If you're not here, Dana, Dana. Dana, if you're here, please wave and send your question. Yes, Mayak. I did Myrick. Is that what that says? Yeah, Myrick. I wrote your name down. So this is Dana, Queen D. Thank you for the super chat, Victoria. Dana, what's the best thing I can do to get out of my own way to ensure success in my business in 2023? Okay, that's a really good question. Let's see. The best thing you can do to get out of your own way. So let's see. So then this would be more than likely something that you write, burn, and release based on whatever answer comes through. Clear that energy out in the spiritual realm. So let's see. What can you clear out in order to ensure that your business is thriving in 2023? And for those of you who have a similar question, you know, this could also bring answers for you as well. So let's see. Ooh. Let me see. I'm gonna just pull randomly. Let's see. What can you clear out? So we have here, stand your ground. Oh, that was in the reverse. Oh, okay. So stand your ground in the reverse. Let me pull a few cards here. Then I have material harvest in the reverse. Let's see. Then I have open up to change and suffering in silence. So it feels like with this open up to change and suffering and silence coming out next to one another, it feels like you want to do work on your throat chakra so that you can be openly communicating what you want, whether it's to other people that you might see as, that can help you along the way when it comes to furthering your business, or opening up when it comes to your communication, like the thoughts and the words that you're speaking out into the universe when it comes to what you expect for your business. Something you want to change about communication is very important for you. So you might do a destroying and releasing of clearing out all unhealthy thoughts or communication, or maybe even fear of asking for help or promoting your business, something like that. Then you have here material harvest in the reverse. If you have any fears about not being able to attract abundance to you, any lack mentality, because it feels like that might still be kind of lingering, even if it's like suppressed energy that you're not consciously aware of, you want to clear that out too. Any lack mentality or fear of not being able to attract abundance through your business. Then you also have stand your ground in reverse. I feel like that's like letting your guards down. Like Shani. Okay, Shani, I'm going to write you down here. We have like 3 more minutes, and then I'm going to be closing out for the number for anyone to be able to send money. I'm not going to be receiving any more payments in about 3 minutes when it's 1:11 on my timer, 1 hour and 11 minutes. So yes, you want to work on clearing out lack mentality, clearing out all blockages to your throat chakra that might prevent you from openly communicating your truth in terms of the things that you want, whether it's what you're speaking into the universe about your business, or seeking assistance or promoting your business, whatever it is dealing with communication. Clear that energy out. Be more open to change. So allowing change to happen, I feel like that deals with like flexibility. Be more flexible when it comes to your business. Don't just have like a one, you know, it's infinite possibilities out here. So you want to walk into it with that type of mindset. There's infinite possibilities on how I can attract abundance. And so I'm not going to just assume that it can only come from this one. Awakening your creativity, I feel like, is very important for you as well. And not feeling like, just, I feel like being more open and free, letting your guards down, because stand your ground is in a reverse. Letting your guards down, not overexerting yourself as well. You want to stay balanced. That's very important when it comes to attracting wealth and really growing your business. So in the past, let's just say if before you started your business working like a regular job, maybe you felt like you had to do 50 shifts a week, really putting in that work to create your material harvest. You want to come all the way out of that energy to ensure that you're balanced internally so that you can attract. You want to make sure that your energy is receptive to attracting when it comes to your business. So that's what I'm seeing for you. I hope that brought you some clarity. I'm going to pull one more card. I have worked through your fears. Okay, so again, any fears, even if you're not aware of them, you can say, I destroy and I release all fears known and unknown when it comes to embarking on my business. Or, you could just say all fears known and unknown in spirit and in flesh, and burn that energy so that it does not interfere with what you are creating. So I hope that brought you some clarity. For that was for that was Dana. Yes, Dana. All right, Dana, you're welcome. So now Arvalee, did Arvalee show up? If you're here, please wave and send your question. If not, I'm going to move on to the next person. After let me see, I have Donald Miller. Donald, if you're here, please wave and send your question. Donald Miller. Oh, there's Arvalee. Okay, one moment, Donald. We're going to go ahead and take Arvalee's question since she's here. And send your question real quick. And Donald wants to know what to expect in 2023. Okay. Any advice on my relationships with my boyfriend? Okay. So advice on your relationship with your boyfriend. What does Arvalee need to know concerning advice in her relationship, current relationship? Okay. So let's see. So I have coming out the 9 of Cups. Okay, so that looks like happiness, wish fulfillment. Okay, the King of Swords. Somebody is going to be openly communicating, very straightforward and direct. It could also indicate that if you've been waiting for him to be more open when it comes to communication, you will get that from him. Let's see. He will be more open when it comes to communication. I also see, okay, 3 of Swords here. So, what I'm picking up from the way these cards are placed is that you may be in this energy where you're more happy, you're more internally happy. And he's kind of watching you in this energy. And he's feeling more withdrawn, more reserved, and maybe even kind of feeling some type of way about you being happy. But the way that I'm seeing these cards, it's almost like you're not really paying attention to, you're more focused on your happiness, whereas he's kind of focused on you being happy at the same time. But and it might be causing him some heartbreak. Like maybe he's feeling like he's left out in the cold, like he's not able to really partake in this beautiful energy that you're in right now. Let me see what else comes out here. Shh. Okay, so the Emperor is here. That's good. It feels like he does want to step up, though. It feels like he's going to communicate more with you. If he wasn't communicating openly in the past, it was because there was still some heartbreak that he needed to work out here. So he seems very alpha in his energy, like alpha male type of energy. He might have a hard time like expressing himself when it comes to when it comes to his emotions. Okay, sorry about that, y'all. It feels like he might be more, he needs to embrace, yeah, that's what I thought. Embrace his feminine energy more because the Empress is in the reverse. The Fool card is here. It feels like he's ready to step up and to be more committed. Are y'all married? Well, you said no, this is your boyfriend. So maybe this is something about commitment. Maybe he wants to step up. Maybe it looks like he may want to take the leap of faith, but you might be withdrawing your energy and more focused on yourself. Something is not balanced, though. I will tell you that, because the Empress is in the reverse and the Emperor is in the upright. It could be that maybe you've been waiting on him to come forward and to communicate something that will bring you a lot of happiness and wish fulfillment, potentially dealing with stepping up, leveling up in the commitment. And now it's this energy where you're kind of ready to take the leap of faith, potentially to start a fresh, clean slate in a new direction. I mean, I feel like you are holding on, though. You're not letting go, but whatever was heavy, you're releasing that energy. And so he might feel kind of left out when it comes to your happiness. But I feel like he will step up. So I would just say, just know that he's not naturally the type of person that's very emotional when it comes to communication, based on what I'm seeing right here. But he wants to be more open. I say be patient with him, because it feels like he is leveling up. He has the right intentions, but he might be a little stubborn with the Emperor energy here, because the Emperor can be stubborn, especially with the King of Swords. Like, very intellectual. I feel like he's a good person, a provider. Naturally, he wants to be in that energy. But there's still something that he needs to heal from with the Three of Swords here. Maybe both of you still need to do some healing, but main thing is to just be patient and give him time to openly communicate. Don't try to push too hard. It feels like he'll naturally come around. He is an alpha male, very headstrong. Okay. So that's what I'm seeing, Arlie. I'm going to move on. I hope that gave you some clarity there. Just be patient with him. I feel like he has the right intentions. It's just going to take some time. Now, Donald Miller wanted to know, a general, what he can expect moving into 2023. You're welcome, Arlie. Donald Miller, what you can expect moving into 2023. And then after Donald is going to be Luciana. So if you're here, please be prepared to send your question, Luciana. Wave and send your question. Okay, so Donald Miller, what can you expect moving into 2023? Let's see. So I have here, the Ace of Wands. So that's good energy, something new, something exciting, something that you'll be passionate about, excited about, maybe something creative here. 10 of Cups is in the reverse. I do see you releasing, because even at the bottom of the deck, 10 of Swords. So something comes to a completion moving into 2023. But that completing that cycle, this could be like family. 10 of Cups does deal with family, but it's something that comes to an ending. But it leads to a passionate, exciting new beginning. Then you have here the High Priestess is in the reverse. Maybe something comes out here. 2 of Cups is in the reverse. Something comes out about a family situation or a relationship. Maybe a secret gets revealed, and there is a strong energy of an ending that happens in 2023. Something comes to a completion, but again, the Ace of Wands, let me see, what is the Ace of Wands? Let me just pull a card. What is the Ace of Wands? Okay, so the Ace of Wands is clarified by the Chariot. So whatever it is, you end up, it's like you're set free. It's like now you know which direction you want to go in. Some exciting offer comes through that you take advantage of and you move forward successfully. So you do end up releasing maybe partnerships or family situations. Something gets revealed. You see something very clearly. That comes to a completion, but it's like the moment that door closes, a new door opens and you're ready to take off. And you move towards something very successfully and passionately. So that's what I'm seeing for you, Donald. So just anticipate endings and new beginnings in 2023. So the next person I have here is Luciana. Oh, Luciana, if you're here, please wave and send your question, Luciana. Let me see. You're welcome, Donald. Luciana. Okay, so Luciana didn't come in yet. Okay, so I'm going to move to James. James, if you're here, please wave and send your question, James. Is that Lucy? Is Lucy Lou Luciana? Let me know if you are Luciana. That way, okay. Okay, hello to John from London, UK. Okay, it's 2023 for y'all out there now, huh? Well, happy 2023 to you. We have about an hour and a half over here on my end. So, okay, let me just pull a message for the collective real quick while we wait, because I'm waiting on Luciana. And if Luciana is not here, the next person I have on the list is James. James. So, make sure that you wave and send your question. Is that James up there? Damon, Dameen. Who is Dameen Woodward? Are you Luciana? Okay, that is Luciana. Okay, General. Okay, so I'm gonna pull a quick card for the collective. Just think of a question that you have, and I'm gonna pull a card. Use your discernment in terms of what that means for you. Please be sure to like if you have not already liked. Let's see. We have here the Emperor is in the reverse here. Emperor is in the reverse. Let me see. Okay, it feels like you want to step into your power here. If you're wondering like why something is not opening up for you, especially if it comes to like something like an entrepreneur, your business or something like that, you're wanting to step into your power, step into that leadership role. Because that card did come out earlier when I pulled for the collective. Leadership and coming out of lack mentality. You want to work on your root chakra right now because there seems to be a blockage there. So that could also indicate maybe you're not taking action or taking a leadership position out of fear or concern about financial security. Maybe you're not taking authority over a situation because you're fearful of not having enough, but you're wanting to get this energy in the upright. So work on your root chakra and step back into your power. Blockages in the physical and you've done everything that you can do, then that means you want to turn your energy into the spiritual realm and start clearing out the blockages in the spiritual. And I always tell y'all that writing things down and burning them to clear it out. If it's fears that you have internally, fears of taking on a leadership role, fears of embarking on something new that feels different, then write that down. I destroy and I release XYZ in spirit and in flesh and burn it. Okay, so now I'm going to move on. There's Lucy is here. So Lou is Lucy. You want a general. Okay, so general message for you. Let's see what comes out for Lucy. General message. They cutting up out there, y'all. They are cutting up. What's coming out for you is know your worth. So you're definitely wanting to start really focusing in on self-love, know your own value. That's important. Affirmations of self-love, self-worth. You have here inner peace. Something is not balanced internally here when it comes to your peace. So you're wanting to find that balance again. It could be you needing to get back into a place of staying in the now. Close that door. Staying in the now, staying in the present moment. That's very important for you. You have here, don't let your past hold you back. Shh. That's coming out in the reverse. So it could be something about the past that might have you a little, causing some disruption internally. Nazink, no ma'am. No ma'am. Okay, it could be something internally here. Something about the past that's causing some things to be off balance internally here. So then you have conclusions are within reach. Maybe you feel like it's taking a long time to get to a certain point in your life or to reach a certain goal, and you're feeling off balance or in mental conflict about that. But knowing your worth, knowing your value, take a look at all of the achievements that you've been able to accomplish up until this point and start practicing gratitude for that. And that's going to help you to get closer to your goals as far as whatever it is that you're working on now, because something is going on with your internal peace that's not in alignment. And so it could be focusing in too much on the past. So get back into the present moment, especially moving into 2023. Get back into the present moment. One thing that I had to do for myself as I began to go through my spiritual awakening was I put a sticky note on my mirror and I wrote on it, stay in the now. Stay in the now. I had to constantly remind myself to come back to the now, because when you're not consciously aware of the fact that your thoughts create things, we tend to stay in the past a lot. Like we time travel in the past a lot, and you get overly consumed with things that happened in the past. And because of those, you might have had similar experiences, different people, different situations, different jobs, but the same outcome, still not bearing much fruit, still not getting that fulfillment that you wanted. So you almost anticipate that the past will repeat itself again. And so that constant anticipation that the past will repeat itself again is actually what makes the past repeat itself again. So getting into the now is how you stay balanced and find that inner peace, so that what you do have control over is this very moment. Practice gratitude in this very moment. And I tell people, if you're gonna time travel to the future, make sure that you are creating something that you actually desire to have in your life. So in the future, you're projecting that you're going to be thriving, your love life is going to be balanced, you're going to be living exactly where you want to be, your family life, you're going to be at peace, all of these things, your health is going to be in alignment. That's how you want to do that, okay? So it just feels like do the work right now to get back balance. There's some shadow work I feel that you still want to do, Luciana, in regards to coming out of the past, and finding your own self-worth and value so that you can create that inner peace, okay? So I hope that brought you some clarity. Um, my next person here is James. James, if you're here, please wave and send your question. If James is not here, I have Kyra. Kyra will be after James. So James, if you're here, send your question. Okay. So yeah, I definitely do see that for the most part, though, that the energy moving into 2023 is going to be very good energy. We had a lot of cards coming out about leaving the past behind, moving forward. Leadership. A lot of you are going to be called to step into leadership roles. I also saw material harvest, material and spiritual prosperity. So growth that begins to happen, more noticeable growth will be happening for you spiritually and materially. So as long as you're balancing out the two, you can anticipate that harvest is going to, meet you in that energy. So you're projecting the energy and you're attracting to you what you deserve based on what you're projecting. So stay balanced, y'all. That's very important. The spiritual work, you don't want to lose focus of that. Even once you start to see the material harvest come in, don't become overly consumed with trying to create more material harvest by overworking yourself. Year number 7, a lot of deep reflecting, spiritual growth. That's what it's all about. And so don't neglect that aspect of things, because if you do, you end up attracting situations that's going to bring lessons that teaches you to never neglect your spiritual connection to the Most High, your spiritual team, going within, doing your spiritual work. Don't neglect it. That's how you maintain the balance and ensure that those things that you're attracting to you, you continue to nurture them in the spiritual realm. So, Oya, are you James? Let me see. No. Are you James or Kyra? Let me see. Did James show up? Let me know who you are here. Okay, so I see Kyra, so that's Paige Turner. Is James here? Because if James doesn't show up, then I'll go ahead and move to you, Kyra. Oh, thank you, JC Majestic Journey. I appreciate your super chat and thank you. You said you are supernatural queen. Much love and gratitude. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. And I do that actually. Put sticky notes around my house. Yes, as well as affirmations. Yes. I feel like you are definitely doing the right work. It's something needs to be balanced internally, and the more that you do the work, it's going to be revealed to you. But it is something concerning the past, though. So just do some reflecting to see what that is from the past. Sometimes I tell people if you can't quite figure out what's happening, like you feel like, okay, I've done all of my inner child work, I've released the past, then it could literally be past life energy that you also want to clear out. Okay. Please believe I did not neglect any part of my existence, knowing that I've been here multiple times. I'm a spirit having a human experience. And so I've done writing, burning, and releasing when it comes to past life traumas, past, pain that I might have caused to others, fears that I might have brought in from the past life into this lifetime. So a lot of times you just want to dive deeper, just go deeper and deeper until you clear all of that energy out so that you can really move ahead in a more positive direction. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe you want to consider that. Uh, James, okay, no. So let me move on because I don't think James showed up. I don't think James showed up. But who did show up was Kyra. Okay. So Kyra, let me see. Your question. That's Paige Turner. Where's Kyra's question? I know you just put it up there. I'm trying to find it now. Okay, I have been seeing repeated numbers, especially 444, and my birthday is 8/31. What message do my guides have for me? I appreciate your gift and gratitude to my guides. All right, let's see. All right, so messages from your guide, from your spiritual team for Kyra. All right, so first card coming out is change. So expect major changes to happen in your life. When I see this card, it reminds me of like a hurricane or something like that. And that energy of yin and yang right there in the center where you're maintaining your balance in spite of all the chaotic energy around you that's happening to bring that necessary change. So this is also like the wheel of fortune. So something is destined to change and you're wanting to maintain your balance during this time of change. Then we also have here breakthrough is in the reverse. So this change is going to help you to create this breakthrough. So it's almost like it's saying here, embrace the changes because this is what's needed. That chaotic energy is what's needed to bust you up out of a situation where you might feel like you're confined or where you might feel like you don't really have a lot of control over the situation. You're waiting for that particular breakthrough in some area of your life. This change, this chaotic energy is what's necessary in order to make that happen. So maintaining your balance internally is so important in spite of what you see happening around you, whether it's good or bad, however you want to see it, just know that You want to stay in a space of gratitude because this change is what's necessary for the breakthrough. And it feels like this is something that you've been asking for. So when you see those changes, whether it's on a positive end of the scale or the negative end, just know that this is the physical manifestation of clearing the pathway so that you can get to this breakthrough here. So look at that. You have turning in, maintaining your inner peace in spite of the chaotic energy. That's very important here for you moving into 2023. Um, Maintaining emotional balance in spite of the chaotic energy. Then you have here um aloneness. Sharon, I just saw that you sent a cash app. I do apologize. I hope that I did say a while back that I would not be taking any more cash apps at this time. I've already closed that out, and so I can send you a refund unless you just want to submit it as a donation. If so, let me know. I definitely appreciate all donations, and I pray you receive 1,000-fold in return. But if not, I can always refund you for sure. So aloneness comes out here. um Oh, thank you, Logic Lemonade. Happy New Year to you as well. Happy 2023. So this change might take you into a space of hermit energy. So it might be more people that have to be cleared out of your path in order for you to have this breakthrough, and you're being called to turn within and maintain that balance. That's very important. And to embrace being alone in a certain season. It might not mean being completely alone. For some people, it really does look like that. It really just depends on what your calling is and how much karmic energy you have around you. It's like if everybody around you is karmic, then a lot of times everybody got to get cleared out in order for you to really evolve and go through that transformation. So this will take you into the energy of hermit energy, but it's going to help you to find your internal balance. Major changes though. One more card. Yeah, look at that transformation. So we was just talking about transformation. This is in the reverse though. So it just feels like you're still transforming. Transformation deals with the death and the rebirth, but because it's in the reverse, it's showing me that you haven't quite gotten there yet. And so these changes that's going to be happening around you and within you are necessary changes to get you there. Okay, so just embrace the change. That's what I'm seeing here for you. I hope that brought you some clarity moving into 2023, especially being that it's year number 7, so a lot of spirituality. So it feels like you're going to be going through a strong transformation. Now let me see. The next person that I have here is Benita. James, if you're here, please wave and ask your question. Next person is Benita. If you're here, wave and ask your question. You're welcome, Paige. One moment, y'all. One moment while Benita comes on and asks her question. I'll be right back. Okay. Hello. All right. I'm talking about some hello like I'm on the telephone, y'all. My kids be having me all discombobulated. They have a way of getting up underneath my skin, but that's where if you got a lot of children, they will teach you how to practice internal balance and peace. I had to work on that, y'all. With 6 children, it took me a while to get there, and I'm still a work in progress, but it definitely, they teach you how to love and to be more empathetic and compassionate, but they can also teach you how to get that balance going in spite of the chaotic energy and the different personalities. So, um, there's a lesson in everything, every experience. I know that. So let me see. Who am I looking for here? Benita. So yes, Benita. Okay. I rarely ask about my divine connection. Tonight I'm asking, besides holding space and doing the self work, any message regarding my connection? I know we can't cut cords. Okay. Let me see. For her divine connection, for Benita. All right. So the card I have coming out, I have memories of love in the reverse. Emotional withdrawal is at the bottom of the deck. Pull a couple more. Let me see. Yeah, fulfillment of wishes. Something doesn't feel, it doesn't feel like you're happy with this connection or you're happy with where things are between yourself and this person. And you're wanting to shift the way that you think because memories of love in the reverse can indicate that the memories are in opposition. It's the opposite effect. It doesn't feel like very loving memories. And so it feels like you definitely want to get back into this place right here. Balance, inner peace, getting grounded again. If you find that you're overthinking about the past or, overthinking about not being happy in a situation, just be careful because I got a lot of green. All 3 of these cards is green energy, which is heart chakra energy. It could definitely cause a blockage. It feels like something about this might be causing a blockage to your heart chakra because you're not feeling fulfilled in this situation. And so you know that that can impact every other aspect of your life in terms of attracting those things that you want when your heart chakra is blocked, even though it's just in the love area, it can impact every other aspect of your life. So you want to make sure that you want to really evaluate, are you feeding beautiful energy to this connection, or is this connection or the lack of this connection feeding negative energy to you? So who's impacting the other? And on what level? Go in your room. You have to lay down. On what level is it impacting you? Is it impacting you on a negative scale, or are you impacting that person on a positive scale? Who's actually controlling the narrative here when it comes to the energy? Because it feels like right now, them not being present in your life or your lack of fulfillment concerning the situation is causing a blockage within you. So you want to shift that energy. And you want to be careful what you think about the divine connections, because when you say you can't cut cords, then that's saying that it's almost like an umbilical cord when I hear cord, right? So when you think about a pregnancy and that umbilical cord to that child, whatever the mother eats, that child takes in as well. So it's almost like you saying, okay, I can't cut this connection. And so whatever he's feeling, whatever fears and apprehensions he has, whatever negative energy he's experiencing is directly affecting me. If this is what you believe, then you want to shift that. Okay, whatever I'm feeling is impacting him, but what I'm feeling is peace. I'm feeling joy. I'm feeling happiness. I'm feeling abundant. And so, yes, I am the one that is feeding to him something that is nourishing and empowering, rather than him feeding to you something that is draining and, that doesn't feel so good. So you want to shift the energy, it feels like. Okay. Let me pull one more card. And you have here trapped in fear. Yeah. So it feels like the type of energy that has you stuck in your head. And the number 8 is here twice. So it could also impact your abundance, like not just material abundance, but those things that you want to attract to yourself. But material abundance can also be affected here. And so you want to work on getting yourself in alignment so that you're the one that's feeding the good, nourishing energy and not receiving something that's keeping you off balance here, okay? So that's what I'm seeing for you. I hope that brought you some clarity. Okay, you're welcome, Benita. So the next person I have here is Angela. Angela, if you're here, please wave and send your question. After Angela, I have Andreas. So Angela, let me see, what time is it, y'all? 10:49. It seems like it's taking a long time to get to the new year, or to the 2023 year. Because like I told y'all, it's not new year for me, but we are moving into 2023, year number 7. So like I told y'all in the beginning, make sure you got your candles lit, write on your candles everything that you desire to create moving into 2023. You might start off by saying 2023 is a year of abundance. It's a year of good health, happiness, prosperity, laughter, good memories being created. Unions, me coming into union with myself, me coming into union with my divine partner, me stepping into leadership positions, me moving into new adventurous things, whatever it is, put it on that, fill that candle up with all the things that you want to create in 2023. So yes, a karmic loop. Yeah, it does feel like that type of energy. So you want to get back into alignment and you become the captain of the ship. It's almost like, naturally in the physical, if a person is not really carrying out their position, they're not doing a very good job, then the one who is more suited to take on that position is the one that takes on that leadership role. And so if he's not doing the work spiritually, he's not really even aware of putting in the spiritual work, but you have all of this spiritual wisdom and knowledge over there, and spiritual tools that you can be using to shift your circumstance, then you want to take the wheel of this thing at this point, especially energetically when you have such a close tie to someone in that way. So yes, thank you. Email me at snita52415 if you want to have a personal reading. snita at 52415 So I'm waiting for Angela. If Angela is not here, then I have Andreas. Angela, Andreas, whoever is here first. All right, let's just do a quick message for the collective here. Y'all think of whatever question that you want to think of, and whatever card comes out, you listen to your intuition, use your discernment, because y'all got just as strong and your spiritual gifts are just as powerful as mine, okay? You read the card and see how it relates to your question. So think of a question, one question, and I'm going to pull a card just to see what your answer is, what you need to know in regards to that for the collective. I'm trying to think of my own question. Let's see. So you have here, expect powerful change in the reverse. Something is not changing. Okay, so if you're thinking about a person, place, or situation, something is not changing. It's just not changing. Let me pull another card for that. We have here, embrace the flow of life. Something is not flowing. Okay, it's like something is stuck. Because when you think of the flow, I'm thinking like a river just flowing. But if it's not moving, then there's something that's like something that's blocking it from moving. And that's why the change isn't happening. So I'm also feeling like when I think about water, if it's a person that you're asking about, someone is emotionally stuck in a particular place. And that's why they're not changing. They might be emotionally stuck in the past. And that's why the situation is not changing. Whether this is for you or something outside of yourself, something is not moving here. Okay. Um, so Angela, is my son who passed away in August okay? Is his soul at peace? Okay. So my condolences for the passing of your son, Angela. I know that that is not easy. I can't, I know that's not easy. So my condolences to you. Let me pull some cards to see what energy might come through for your son. And also be sure to do the generational curse breaking. Even with the transition, of course, you're doing it on behalf of yourself, your ancestors, and your offspring. So if you haven't done that, still do that, okay? His name was Michael. Look at that transformation. So strong energy, and what's at the bottom of the deck is experiencing. That's two beautiful, very beautiful energies. You might find that you feel more connected to your son when you go out into nature, because this woman is hugging a tree and all around her is this really bright glow. But even with the transformation is showing me, this is the death card in the other deck. So something, this was a great transformation for him. Great changes are happening for him now that he has transitioned. And it feels like a new experience. It's a new experience that's happening for him through this transformation. Look at that. Guidance. That's the angelic guidance card. So he has a lot of angels around him. His spiritual team, his ancestors, they're guiding him through this transformation. That's beautiful. That is really beautiful energy. That's a really beautiful message. But it's also showing me that he is one of your angels as well. Okay, he's definitely around you, helping to guide you through your own transformation. And so he's definitely not alone. He's loved, he's cared for. Strong energy of nature surrounding him as well. And just great changes, powerful changes that are happening. So the number 3 is also standing out very strongly here. Let me see, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'm looking at this other one with the Roman numerals, so that's the number 5. But definitely the number 3 is here twice. So I feel like he might even communicate with you through the number 3s or things that happen in 3s. So pay attention to those synchronicities. But yes, I see a powerful transformation, a lot of angelic guidance that's around him, and him experiencing something new. That's what I'm seeing for your son. So I hope that brought you some clarity, because that was a very beautiful message, just to be able to see it come out that way to Angela. Yes, if y'all don't mind getting rid of the, I don't even know what this is all about. We gonna get them up out of here. We gonna get them up out of here. It's my son Michael who passed away in August. Is he okay? Is his soul at peace? Yes. I don't know. Did you just, maybe it's kind of delayed on your end, Angela, but I did pull the cards on behalf of your son Michael. Um, so I hope that brought you some clarity. So, oh, did y'all did y'all hear the message that I brought through for Angela in regards to her son? Did y'all see that? Okay, you did. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. So Angela, I hope you received that message. If not, you can always go back and watch. Just remember your time frame was around 1 hour and 50 minutes. When I do post this live, you'll be able to see the message if you didn't get it. Okay. 1 hour and 50 minutes, you should be able to receive your message in regards to your son, Michael. Um, all right. So let me see. The next person is Andreas. Andreas. If you're here, please wave and send your question. It was freezing. Okay. Yeah, I didn't even know it was freezing on my end. It did say reconnecting after y'all said that you thought I was gone. A little bit glitchy. Yeah. It could be me tapping into Michael's energy, very powerful energy of transformation. So maybe, tapping into the spiritual realm on that level, maybe it could have shifted the energy over here some kind of way. But let me see. Yes, thank you, Lucy. I see you writing a message in the chat. I definitely appreciate you for that. Um, Now, and yes, Andreas. If Andreas is not here, I have Tiffany. Okay. Oh, there's Tiffany. Tiffany Tyler. Or are you Tiffany? Are you the right? Uh-oh. Now, y'all are still sending cash apps. I do want to remind you that I'm not currently taking any more personal questions. So if you would like a refund, you can always send in the request to my Cash App to get a refund because you did not receive your reading. I have everyone written down here that I'm taking, but I cut it off at 1 hour and 11 minutes. So that was like 45 minutes ago or so. But I will take it as a donation. If you would like to donate, then I give thanks to you and I appreciate it. And I hope that you receive back 1,000-fold in whatever measure you need it in. Okay. Happy 2023 to those of you who have already crossed over into 2023. But this reminds us, we have people here from all across the globe, right? It reminds you that time is an illusion. Okay. It's not linear like they've taught us. It's more fluid because you have some people that's already in 2023. You have others of us who's still waiting to cross over into 2023. And you have other people on the other side of the globe who've been in 2023 since today. You see what I'm saying? And so it just reminds you, don't get so caught up in time because it is also a part of the illusion. Okay. Generally, time becomes important when you are compartmentalizing it or when you have to be very focused. I got to get to work by 7 o'clock. If I clock in by 7:05, I might get a strike today and I already got 3. And I only been here for 60 days and I have to be here for 90 days before then time becomes a factor. But when you step outside of the matrix, then you realize it really is an illusion. Okay. So remind yourself of that so that you don't get overly consumed with time. Oh, it's taken so long, or I should have been here 5 years ago, or no. You're exactly where you're supposed to be when you're supposed to be there, okay? Thank you to Tabitha for the donation. Go ahead, baby, quietly. So I'm still looking for Andre. Did Andre show up? I don't think so. So let's move forward to I have Tiffany here. Tiffany, if you're, I think I did say Tiffany already. Tiffany. Oh, my birthday is tomorrow. Well, happy early birthday, Tiffany. Wow. Okay. So your birthday, is that January 2nd or is that January 1st? So your birthday is coming up. Happy birthday to Tiffany. I am open to receive the message my soul needs crossing over into the new year. Okay. So let's see what's coming out. Uh-uh. She's using the bathroom. Y'all have to go back in the bed. Okay. Okay, the 1st. Okay, so January 1st. Well, happy early birthday. Happy early birthday. It's going to be coming up pretty soon. So let's see what is going on with Tiffany. What message should Tiffany know crossing over into 2023? Okay. So the first card I have coming out is transformation. transformation. There's major changes that's going to happen for you. This is all about death and rebirth, something coming to an end. Okay. So this could be dealing with your security, or something about a foundation here with the number 4, security, transformation. This could be like your internal foundation. Something is going on here. Let me see what else is coming out for you. 2023. 2023. A new romantic cycle begins. So it looks like something is going to change in regards to love as well. It could be that new love. Okay, baby. New love may be getting ready to come into your life in 2023. Give me a second, okay? Or something is getting ready to balance out, but it feels new because the death card transformation deals with an ending, and then we have a new romantic cycle begins. So something that comes in that brings balance here. Let me see what else. Then you have the Sun card. That's beautiful. So a lot of happiness. You're going to see something very clearly, enlightenment. Then with the 9 plus 1, 10. Yeah, you have the number 1, the number 4. A new beginning happens here concerning a foundation of something, which could be dealing with love. Love, the new romantic cycle can also indicate how you're loving on yourself too. It's like a new way of loving, or expressing love towards yourself because of this transformation, because you're changing. You're definitely changing here in 2023. Look and see what year number you're going to be in, Tiffany. What is your personal year number in 2023? So you should be adding, if you're not familiar with that, 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 3. Don't get me to doing no math off the top of my head when I'm trying to focus, y'all. So let me see. Honor your feelings. Honor how you feel. So going within and, not disregarding any of, your thoughts or your emotions, but embracing those things. Honoring, wait, baby. Honoring how you feel is going to be very important here. But I see beautiful energy though. Potential new love, strong energy of transformation and change internally, spiritually, even when it comes to your external circumstances, and happiness with the Sun card, as well as enlightenment. And so you diving deeper within and honoring how you feel is going to be very important, okay? Oh, look at you. You said it's year number, year number 7. Yes, it's going to be year number 7. Is it 7 for you as well? 1 plus, I think you forgot the number 2 up there. You should have 2 2s. So let me see. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It looks like it might be a year 9, a personal year 9 for you. So something about completion of cycles there. So that's what I'm seeing for you, Tiffany. I hope that brought you some clarity moving into 2023, and happy birthday to you again. Hey, Loretta, it's good to see you here. Yes, you made my live reading. The next person is going to be Loria, 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 Loria. Maybe it's Loria. Security has been a major security. Okay, baby, I'm coming. Has been a major work I've been doing on myself. Things have been changing for the better. Thank you so much. Yeah, I definitely see that work that you've been putting in brings that strong transformation, and it moves you towards, security, even when it comes to love, attracting love. So don't be surprised if you have new love that comes in 2023. So we already closed out the list though, Tania. I apologize for that, but I am pulling cards for the collective. One moment, y'all. Okay, so let me see. Go back in there. Go back in there. Wait for me. And then you gotta go get in the bed, okay? You hear me? No, it's fine. It's okay. I'll get some more tomorrow, okay? Go ahead and hang on my nails. door too. Okay. All right, y'all. My floor is loud up in here, so no, I'm not passing gas, if you was curious to know, because that's exactly what it sounds like, the way it squeak. But I'm grateful for a squeaky floor, okay? I'm not mad at all. So now, let me see. Who is next? Um, oh, Loria. If Loria, did you show up? Let's see. Loria. Okay, I don't think Loria is here yet. If you're here, please wave and send your question. That's right. Yes, thank you for that, Lucy. You can definitely think of your question and, anticipate that your answer will come through with whatever card comes out. Um, I did not pass gas, John. Don't even try it. Don't even try it. See, I knew somebody was going to think I was over here passing gas like that. It's not that serious. I do believe better out than in, but that's the floor that's creaking like that, okay? That's the floor tonight, y'all. Now, Loria didn't come, so I'm going to move on to Zahara. If you're here, please wave and send your questions, Zahara. Okay, Jessica says she's 44. Yeah, I feel like that's pretty significant when we start to move into like the double digit numbers, because it feels like that energy of whatever that number brings is amplified times two. So you're 66, 55, 77, 11, 22. Um, it just feels like that energy is more empowered and there's more emphasis on creating with that energy. And then, of course, bringing it together, you can bring 44 and you break it down to an 8. So it could be dealing with your foundation, your security, as well as, yes, baby, as well as your abundance. Um, okay, 78. Gisetta is 78. That's beautiful. So, okay, there's Angela. Wait a minute. No, Zohara. Who is Zohara? Oh, there you are. General reading. What does 2023 look like for me? Okay. So let's see. What does 2023 look like for Zohara? So I have, look at that, fulfillment of wishes. And I have blessings at the bottom of the deck. So Zohara, you got some beautiful things coming towards you in 2023. You must have been putting in some work over there, doing a lot of spiritual work and maintaining your inner peace and your balance and healing. And so it looks like you're receiving a harvest, a reward as a result of the seeds that you planted. So you've been nurturing those seeds. So 2023, this feels very spring-like, because over here I have this, beautiful green energy here. And then I have all of these beautiful flowers, the yellow birds coming out. I love me some yellow birds. I do see a lot of those here in Illinois. I didn't see as many of those out in Virginia, but yellow birds are beautiful. So yellow, courage, confidence, um, power, personal power. It just feels like very beautiful things are coming towards you, Zohara. And so anticipate happiness, inner peace, blessings, new beginnings. Let me see. Look at that. Rest and rejuvenate. So it feels like you're going to be able to rest. You're going to be able to rejuvenate yourself. You're not going to feel overworked or off, out of balance. It feels like you're going to be very much so in sync, internally, and the things around you. You're just going to feel grounded, stable, secure with the number 4 here. I see you being very connected to nature. It feels like you're a nature person. Like nature is your thing. Lots of waterfalls here. If you can find you a park or someplace that has a waterfall, it feels like that's where you belong. A lot of healing will take place there. A lot of messages and synchronicities like animals, birds, and things of that nature. It's going to be very healing and grounding for you. So consider that. Or you're a gardener. Okay, yeah, I pick up a lot of nature coming from you. And so it just feels like the spiritual reflection. Naturally, you plant seeds in your garden and you nurture those seeds until they grow. It feels like you've also done this in the spiritual realm. You planted those seeds, you've been nurturing them, and so things are growing. And so it just feels like the energy is very balanced for you. And so you're going to reap the harvest of the seeds that you planted in 2023. So look forward to that. Let me pull one more card here. You have patience and planning coming out here. So it just feels like being patient with whatever it is that you've been nurturing and planning something about creating the blueprint, because this is a very stable and solid foundation here. So it feels like I mentioned earlier, this card is backwards the way that it's shown to you all. But look at that. That's also with the number 7, being that we are moving into the year number 7. So thank you for the super chat, Natasha. Being patient through these seasons, okay, while something is growing. And when you reap that harvest, it's going to be plentiful. I will tell you that, okay, Zohara? So look forward to beautiful things. Now, the next person, I hope that brought you some clarity. Next person is Loria. Did Loria ever show up? If you're here, Loria, please wave. I will go back and mention those people who did not show up earlier. It was Rose Lee, Mac Cooking, Darren, Ara Lee, James, Andreas, and now I'm calling on Loria. So if any of you happen to, Loria is Angela. Oh, okay. Where you at? Let me see. Please wave. If that's you, please wave and send your question. Loria is, wait a minute, because I just did an Angela. So is it 2 Angelas here? Oh, yes. You're a life path number 7. Yeah, I'm a life path number 7 too. So I just feel like, I'm already like extra spiritual over here. I'm actually more, we're spirits. We're spirits having a human experience. And so for me, I'm actually more tapped into the spiritual nature of who I am, more so than I am even when it comes to the physical aspect of who I am. So obviously, I mean, there's a balance that I still need to find there in terms of, just the practical things in life. I mean, I feel like I'm pretty good, but if I could be anywhere, the spiritual realm is where I'm just naturally drawn to. The spiritual essence of who I am is naturally where I'm drawn to most of the time. And so I'm always just looking for spiritual messages and ways to connect to the Most High and my spiritual team and to dive deep. And, that's just me naturally because I'm a life path number 7. My birth date is April 7th, and it all adds up to the life path number 7. My name number is 7, which is why my spiritual name that I also chose is number 7, Shavi Zane. And so, and when I was a child, before I even knew anything about spirituality, the number 7 was always my favorite number. If I had to put a password or anything like that in the past, 7777 was always my number. And people would ask me, well, why do you like number 7? And I would say, because it's the number of spiritual completion. Don't ask me how I knew that, but that's just always been me. 7 has always surrounded me. So being in the year 7, it just feels like the spiritual connectedness for me is just going to be amplified times 1,000. So yeah. Yes, soul number, same thing here. Same thing here for and that's Akasha. And I see you have a lot of 7s in your name as well. No, I'm not still taking people, Miss T. Not still taking people at this time. So let me see, did we already get clarity on, was it Loria? So okay. I don't know, y'all. I'm trying to make it work here. Loria. Somebody said that Angela is Loria. Let me go back. Oh, there's Loria. No, that says Lotus. Lotus L. Life path number 7. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, let's move ahead. Next person. We're almost done. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people left. I hear the fireworks going off, y'all. I hope y'all got those candles lit. I hope you got them candles lit and you have written down. If you haven't, then you still definitely can do that. Go and buy you some candles. Write everything that you desire to create in 2023. Put the number 7 all over that candle to pick up on the energy of that number 7 in 2023, and put all the things I create, I attract, I am, all of those things that you desire in 2023. Okay. And if you feel like there's anything that you have that could be blocking those things from coming in, and you're consciously aware of what you might be creating as far as how you contribute to those blockages, write those blockages down. I destroy and I release all fear. I destroy and I release all fear of change, all codependencies, whatever it is you think that could be blocking you from receiving those things that you are creating, then do that too. Okay. E. Williams, what is your name on Cash App? Because I don't have an E. Williams written down, but if you have a different name, let me know. So the next person is Truth Seeker. Truth Seeker, if you're here, please, please send your, please wave and send your question. I saw Lori on here earlier. She was concerned about if she was on the list or not for a reading. Oh. Well, this name says Loria, Loria. So I don't know if that's the same person. But if not, then like I said, if I don't get to you because you didn't happen to be in here for whatever reason, just send me a Cash App refund, and I'll be more than happy to send back the 1111. I don't want anybody feeling like they got. Okay, I'm not trying to do that to nobody. Truth Seeker, will I meet my true love this year? So let's see. Oh, okay. You did a super chat. Okay. Let me put you on here. I don't know. Okay, E. Williams. Because I don't even have an E. Williams written down. So I might have just automatically assumed that it was a donation. Maybe that's why I didn't write it down. So I have you down on the list now. So where are things going to go concerning love for Truth Seeker? So let's see. I appreciate everybody that likes this message and that subscribe to my channel. And even if you want to share it, I'm happy with that too. I appreciate all of you for sending that love through with your support, okay? You have here, you're very close to achieving your goals, Truth Seeker. So when it comes to love, you're getting close. It feels like it's right around the corner. You're very close, okay? So let me see what else comes out. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I tried to get a little, a little dressed up, for 2023. You want to go in a little jazzy, okay? So I have here, I have 2 cards that came out. So I have Balance and Stand Your Ground. So with these 2 cards coming out, it feels like you're very close to achieving your goal concerning love, but there's something that you want to balance out here. And it could be that, stand your ground is like that energy of defending yourself, doing what's necessary to stay on top, in spite of opposing factors or whatnot. But it feels like, okay, finding that balance, setting healthy boundaries is also protecting yourself. This is like the 7 of Wands energy. So you want to find a balance, knowing when to put your guards up and establish those boundaries and when to let your guards down. That's going to help you to get closer to attracting love to you, because it could be that maybe you're more so in this energy where it's like, okay, nope, I'm not letting you in. And it's like, okay, find a balance there. you know, make sure that you establish healthy boundaries, but really look at it and determine, are you creating these barriers because you're just really, wearing that armor to avoid getting hurt? Or are you creating these barriers because you just really are attracting people that's not in the right energy, and it's like, nope, I'm not, I got to cut you off type of energy? Just make sure that you evaluate yourself to see why the boundaries are there, and find a balance. Now let me pull one more card. I do feel like you are close though, so it could be that when it says you're very close, it could be that 2023 is the year, or that it might be pushing you. There's more work that's being done internally that's pushing you towards love at some point in 2023, or maybe even moving into 2024, but you're getting close. I'll just say that. Now, the third eye chakra is in a reverse. So something about spirituality, your spiritual sight, how you see things, how you see love spiritually, is needing to be evaluated, and adjustments are needed to be made in regards to that. Let me just clarify what is the third eye chakra real quick. That is, don't let your past hold you back. So, yeah, maybe the guard that you have up, or the protective barrier, again, deals with the past energy. Okay, I dealt with this, I dealt with that. So, nope, I'm going to avoid it by maintaining this armor. But then if you have on a lot of armor, people don't really get a chance to see the true organic nature of who you are. So it is this energy of, because this is all about stripping bare. In this card, this person is like, they don't have on a whole lot. So it's like taking off the unnecessary armor, standing your ground and creating healthy barriers when necessary, but also being more open, because you do see that this person's hands is in the surrendering position. So you're getting close, but there's still inner work that needs to be done to release some of that energy from the past. And when you open up your third eye chakra to see it from a spiritual perspective, then it's going to help you to see what it is that you need to do, or how you might be creating certain blockages when it comes to attracting the right person. So work on your third eye chakra is what I'm picking up here. Okay, I hope that brought you some clarity, truth seeker. You're welcome. So now the next person I have here is Denise. If you're here, please wave and send your question. Denise. Denise, if you're here, please wave and send your question. Thank you, Lucy Lou. I know we almost done, but I still added you as a moderator anyway, because you're doing such a great job. I appreciate you. I appreciate all of the moderators here. All of you all are doing a great job, and it's definitely helping me. I definitely appreciate y'all's energy. Thank you. A karmic. Oh, is this? Let me see. Who is this? This is Denise. All right, please let me know if you're Denise. So it says, wait a minute. Thank you. A karmic cousin I healed from passed away. Okay. My condolences to you. Does her energy reveal she changed and learned her lessons? Well, let's see. Okay. So I have playfulness in the reverse. Playfulness is in the reverse. The bottom of the deck, I have aloneness. Intensity is in the reverse. Something is stuck. There's a stuck energy that's happening for her right now. Feels like she's trying to find her way. the source. It's almost like the transformation cannot begin to happen for her until she finds that connection to the source. For me, the source is the highest energy, the most high, the creator of all things, the source, and how that directly relates to her energy, how she's connected to the source. But with intensity coming out in the reverse, like when you see this card in the upright, this is someone moving out of a very dark energy very quickly towards the light. Okay. It looks like a spirit that's just taken off. Okay. But with it coming out in the reverse, it means that it could mean that she's kind of stuck in this energy because when she transitioned, hey baby, I'm almost done, okay? She didn't transition in the best energy spiritually, okay? Let me pull one more. So I have here, look at that, postponement. I told you something is stuck. She's being called to see something from a different perspective, and so things have been postponed. Um, this energy of no longer seeing things from all black and white, but seeing it from, a colorful perspective, which means more infinite possibilities. But until she shifts how she experiences life, it's like this energy of still being stuck. So she may very well, it feels like she could likely, when she does come back, she's going to be on that same karmic cycle of the negative energy again until she gets the lessons. Those lessons are very important for her transformation because, yeah, at the bottom of the deck, I have clinging to the past. There's a stuck energy here for your cousin, okay? So that's what I'm seeing. I hope that brought you some clarity. That's what I'm seeing for your cousin. Something is not moving ahead right now. So you're welcome. You're welcome, Denise. It's going to take her some time. It's going to take, for her to experience some more things. And ultimately, the objective is to get there. You go through the hard knocks and then you come to a realization that, no, this cycle right here, this is not in alignment with my growth. It's the same situation, different faces, different places, but the pain still feels the same. The wound that is created as a result of this energy or what I'm doing, the energy that I'm projecting is creating the same type of scenarios. And so at some point you have to come to going within, self-realization, accountability, and start doing the work to heal. And so it just feels like she's going to have to go through some more things to get to that place. So the next person that I have here is Keisha. If you're here, please wave and send your question. If Keisha is not here, then I have Nikisha right behind that. So I have Keisha. If Keisha is not here, then I have Nikisha. So Keisha, please wave and send your question. I'm going to run down the list of who all I have left here. I have Keisha, Nikisha, Lavana, Jizare, Myrick, Shani, and E. Williams. Yes, Jizare. I did see you, Jizare. Ayan, let me see. Did I see an Ayan? Is that your Cash App name, or did you send that through like the super chat, Ayan? Because anyone that sent in, if you sent anything after, I closed out taking Cash Apps like an hour and 18 minutes ago, something like that. Well, not was it an hour? Has it been a damn hour? It was at an hour and 11 minutes that I stopped. So it was like at least an hour ago. So if you recently sent it within the last hour, then I've already closed out taking for personal messages. I've already closed that out. So if you did that and you don't want to send it as a donation, then I can always refund you. Just send me a refund request, okay? Ayan was here before you stopped. Oh, she was here before I stopped. Okay. Well, I don't know how I missed you. Well, let me put your name down, okay? So you will be, I will have you last on the list, Ayan, but I don't have that many people left anyway. So is Keisha here? Thank you for letting me know, Sarah. Is Keisha here? If Keisha is not here, then I have Nikisha. So while we wait, I'm going to do a quick message for the collective. I'm going to pull from a different card here. Now, this will be more so like a spiritual question. If you have a question, okay, I see you, Nikisha. Go ahead. Okay, romantic partnership. Let me do this for the collective real quick. Um, Keisha, what? So Ayan, are you Keisha? Let me know if you're Keisha. Because then, yes, it's Kisha. If you're Keisha, then I'll just take you off as, oh, okay, good. Okay, so then you're the one that's next right now then. Okay, good. So now I have you, and then after that, I just saw Nikisha, who was asking about romantic partnerships. That is Nikki. So just give me 1 second. So for the collective, just ask any question you can think of that's more spiritually based. And I'm going to pull some cards to see what comes out and use your own discernment and your intuition in terms of what this means for you. Because, of course, everybody has different questions. And Happy New Year to everybody that's texting me. You know, I don't know if y'all are in the live chat, but Happy New Year to you all as well. Or Happy 2023. I like to say Happy 2023, right? Because like I said, for me, New Year is the springtime. So let me see. This is flowering in the reverse. Oh, look at that. 3 of Cups. This is like the 3 of Cups, celebration energy. Something is not, it could be that certain people are not growing. And so this is why you're being called to release certain people here. Flowering in the reverse deals with growth, but something is not growing concerning those people. Intensity. Yeah, it feels like you're being catapulted out of a situation, away from certain people to move towards something greater, especially spiritually catapulted out of a situation. So you're moving faster at a faster rate than a lot of these people around you. So if you're wondering about certain relationships, then it just feels like they can't keep up. There's certain people around you that can't keep up, okay? So here's one more card for that. Stress is in the reverse. It's like releasing people that's in this energy of being that monkey that wants to pop your balloon and keep you just all discombobulated, and they get off on this type of energy. You're out of that. Stress is in the reverse. And so because you ain't operating from that karmic energy, being stressed out and only being able to connect because you're talking about somebody or you're talking about low vibrational things, and that's what brings you together with certain types of people. It's like, no, you're growing at a very fast pace spiritually, and so the energy is just not balanced in order for you to maintain friendships. If that's in alignment with your question, there's the answer right there. Okay, so now I'm looking at Keisha first. No, Nikisha. Let me go back. Who was that? Was that Keisha or Nikisha who asked about romantic love? I believe that was Nikisha. Okay, yes, Nikisha, romantic partnerships. Okay, and then it will be Keisha. Okay, so romantic partnerships for Nikisha. What does Nikisha need to know about love and romance? No, I'm not still accepting anything unless it's a donation. I've already closed it out. Sorry, Reggie. So the Ace of Pentacles is in a reverse. This is like missing an opportunity or maybe even rejecting an opportunity and moving on, moving into a more positive direction, but moving on nonetheless. It just feels like something, let me see. Yeah, the moon is here. Maybe you just feel like there's something, you feel like there's something that you don't really quite see clearly. Maybe you feel that there's secrets or something that's hidden, but it feels like something is in the dark here. And so if there was an offer that was on the table, you might either want to reject this offer or you might have already rejected this offer and you're moving on because it's just not so clear to you what this is. Yeah, it feels like this energy of like really contemplating, do I even want to take this? I mean, not very happy with something here. Um go lay down. Everybody should be in the room. Go lay down. Not very happy because generally like this cup that's being offered is the Ace of Cups, which would deal with a new opportunity in love. But you see how she's looking like she's kind of bored with the offer or really feeling like I don't really want it. And so that's why the Ace of Pentacles is in reverse. Maybe it could also indicate that you just haven't been very satisfied with what the type of people that have been coming through. It's like they just don't feel, I don't know, you just don't feel like they're it. They don't have that it factor. It's something that's just missing. So let me see. Yeah, 10 of Wands. I will say that concerning love, you still want to offload some baggage here. There is something that you might be carrying with you because if you listen, both of these cards, even though she's moving on, she still has a bag. She still has a bag here. And then 10 of Wands, this is a woman who's carrying a lot of baggage here. And that bag specifically. This suitcase, there's something in this suitcase that you're carrying around here. Because this suitcase, you just not about to let it go. That's the same suitcase in this card here. So it could be one specific thing concerning love that you might need to release. So that you can attract to you the type of partnerships that you really desire. One specific thing, because it feels like you're willing to release the other bags, anything else that's not serving your highest good concerning love, but that one specific bag right there, you seem to be carrying it with you. Let me just pull a card to see what that bag might be. So in terms of love, it just feels like you might continue to reject offers until you dive deeper, because this is the Moon card. Dive deeper to see what's hidden, what's in the dark, what's in that bag. Okay. I feel like it's mental though. I mean, it's not physically something in the bag. I feel like it's your thoughts, how you think about something, because this is the Ace of Swords. It's your thought process, something in your head, something mental here. Let me pull one more card for you. I'm curious to know what's in this bag. Okay. So it Knight of Pentacles and the Page of Wands in the reverse. It's like this energy of anticipating like maybe bad news, because the Page of Wands in reverse is bad news. And then the Knight of Pentacles is like that energy of, okay, it's taking a long time to get there. It's just slow. Maybe feeling like it's not going to work out. It's going to come to a halt. It's not going to move. It's not going to go the distance. It just feels heavy. You know, lots of thoughts, overthinking. So I feel like the baggage deals with your thoughts when it comes to how you view love. So you want to clear that out so that you can attract the right type of energies. But I see you rejecting offers when it comes to love here in 2023 because you're not really satisfied with what they have to offer. Now, who was that? That was Keisha, or that was Nakisha. So I hope that brought you some clarity, Nakisha. Just I feel like you still want to do some work in terms of offloading certain thoughts. Um, Now, okay, wait a minute. What's happening here? So the next person is supposed to be Keisha. Someone said I skipped them. Thank you, Gordon. I appreciate that. Okay, you're welcome. You're welcome, Nakisha. If she's reading you now, I'm sorry I had to skip ahead. Well, Keisha is supposed to be next, and I believe her name is Ayan. Yes. What does my subconscious want to say to me that I'm ignoring right now? Okay. Yes, but then you have to go to sleep, okay? Okay. Okay, come on. Don't knock my lamp over. Be careful. Okay, go to sleep. All right, so now Nakisha, then Lavana is next. So Lakeisha wants to know what does shh. Okay, the lamp I'm in. Come on. Go ahead. Shh. Okay, one moment, y'all. Careful. Okay, good night. Y'all get in the bed. In the bed. Okay, so yes, subconscious. Or what does your conscious, what does your higher self want you to know is your question that you might be ignoring? So let me see, y'all. I literally have on my end, I got 22 minutes left before it is technically 2023, year number 7. So for those of you who have already crossed over into 2023, happy 2023. And, it's my hopes for you that you have prosperity, abundance, that you discover many new heights spiritually, because that's what the number 7 is all about. And that you just continue to evolve to new heights in all ways. Okay. So what should Keisha know? So let's see. We have here harmony. Experiencing is at the bottom of the deck. So something about finding harmony in experiencing life. And this card reminds me of experiencing what seems to be the ordinary things, but finding great pleasure, healing, enlightenment, and just that connectedness to all things, especially nature. Feels like you want to find harmony in doing these types of things, finding harmony in embracing the ordinary, because there's a lot of growth and spiritual messages that's going to come through that energy. You have fighting in the reverse. So this is also taking off the armor, taking off that armor and no longer allowing, because in this card you see in the background, it's a spiritual warfare. But in the reverse is showing me that you're being called to take the armor off, because it's not, you don't have to feel like you have to defend yourself. It's almost like you're being called to, the more that you just experience life and find pleasure and harmony and staying in the now and embracing what seems to be the ordinary things, that is you winning the battle, because your energy is balanced to the point where these types of low vibrational entities or that type of resistance, it cannot penetrate. So taking the armor off and finding that harmony is very important. Let me see. You'll have here, trust is in the reverse. Existence is at the bottom of the deck. So, see, and that's also an alignment, because, okay, let's start here. Trust is in the reverse. You want to work on your faith, okay? Trusting, surrendering to the process, because she has her arms spread out. It's like, okay, I'm not going to try to resist this. I'm going to free fall in this thing called life, and I'm going to trust that I'm going to land exactly where I should be. And so working on trusting but staying in the now, because this energy experiencing is all about being in the now, in this moment. And when you do that, you find harmony, internal balance. And this card coming out in the reverse, letting the armor go, releasing that unnecessary armor, and then again shedding that armor to bear all. More transparency. That's another energy of being connected to nature, being connected to the universe and all that is, knowing that you are a part of all of these things. And so it just feels like you want to get into a space of just live, be, you know, just live, get in the now, but also experience life. Don't overlook the ordinary things. Embrace them, because this is going to raise your vibrations. This is going to be healing. Um, so I feel like that's the message. Now, the numbers that you have here is the number 3 and the number 1 and another number 1. One more card. The Rebel is in the reverse. So it does feel like trust is in the reverse too, with the Fighting card coming out in the reverse. There's something that's keeping you anchored here. Okay, no, we're not doing that either, dear. Okay, you're not coming in here with that. There's something that is keeping you anchored here that you want to break free from. And it could be concerning the armor that you're having to put up, feeling like you have to fight off certain energies when you really want to get into that energy of experiencing again. And that's how you balance that energy. Okay. So I hope that makes sense for you. That's your message from your higher self that you might be ignoring for Nikisha. So Lavana, you're next. If you're here, please wave and send your question. After Lavana, I have Jezere. So Lavana, please wave and send. Let's see. Oh, there's Lavana. I like you, Lavana. You are not playing. What do you see for me in 2023? Do you see a home purchase? Okay. So 2023. Let's see. Okay, so I'm not sure what's going on there. Is that hold up. Okay. Okay. So do I see a home purchase for Lavana? Some people just don't have nothing better to do. Their lives are very sad and miserable, and it's unfortunate. Instead of doing the work on themselves, they rather just, well, I can go troll. I guess I could do that and be successful at that, at least partially. My goodness, you don't have anything else to do with your life? I'm sure you do. I can give you a whole list of things you could do. You want to read and just email me. So, okay, 3 of Wands is in the reverse. You do have the Justice card at the bottom of the deck, so things are going to balance out, but you want to be more optimistic about where things are headed. I don't know where you're at mentally, but it feels like maybe you're like not really anticipating the best outcome for whatever reason, but I see things balancing out with the Justice cards. That's beautiful energy. Then you have the Hierophant. Is something going on concerning like a marriage? Are you in a marriage? Because Justice and a Hierophant feels like marriage here. I don't know if that might impact your home buying or if there's something that's going on legally there. But I do have the High Priestess here. Listen to your intuition. Lots of major arcana. Spirituality is very important for you right now, too. I see you elevating higher when it comes to your spiritual wisdom and your spiritual gifts also awakening with the Hierophant and the High Priestess. Something is going to balance out for you, though. So let me see what else. 7 of Swords. What is the 7 of Swords? Because that could be deception. Hold on. Let me turn on my comments here. Okay. No marriage. Okay. Something about deception. 7 of Swords. So I would say, okay, the Fool card. It feels like with the Fool clarifying the 7 of Swords, you might not want to jump too fast on a decision. Like really evaluate it and make sure that everything is legally in alignment with the Justice coming out. Listen to your intuition when it comes to that. That's what I'm feeling like. So if you have multiple options, just make sure that the paperwork is in alignment here, because somebody might try to be deceptive about something. So you don't want to jump too fast. Don't jump too fast. definitely dive deeper because you have a strong intuitive gift. And so listen to that and just make sure that they're operating from a space of integrity. I do have the King of Cups in the reverse. Let me ask you, are you considering purchasing a home with a person? Are you in a relationship considering purchasing a home with a person, or maybe the Empress? Okay. I will say that you are in the Empress energy. Okay. So I have the King of Cups in the reverse, but the Empress here. Somebody is not really emotionally available. Somebody is holding back, or like somebody is deceptive. Okay, just put it that way. And you're wanting to, you got a strong intuition. The Empress is highly intuitive. Then you have the High Priestess and the Hierophant. Is some if someone is promising maybe marriage or saying they want to level up, it just feels like there's something deceptive in their energy because they're not emotionally ready for what you have to bring. It feels like y'all are on two different levels here. So don't jump too fast when it comes to that, your decision. Don't make your decisions around that person. That's what I'm picking up. Don't make any solid decisions around that person. Okay? Um Okay, that's what you felt, see? Because your intuition is very strong. And so listen to your intuition when it comes to that, because yes, I do see you being very abundant and attracting to you all the things that you desire and deserve, because that's what the Empress does, because you worked hard to get there. But there's somebody around here, this King of Cups in the reverse, who is sneaky and deceptive. And they want you to jump, without really looking back twice. So they want you to make a very impulsive decision without thinking it through. But you are much wiser than that. So listen to your inner wisdom, and you will find that the situations, I do see you getting a home, because justice is a good sign of a yes, especially coming out in the upright. But look at that. Somebody is going to end up, might have to be left out in the cold here. Okay. 5 of Pentacles, the Magician, because somebody might be manipulating the situation and they're just not in alignment with what you're creating or manifesting. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing for you there. I hope that brought you some clarity. So that was Lavanya. Now I'm moving forward to Jezere. If you're here, please wave and ask your question, Jezere. Okay, that's is that Jezere? Oh, there's Jezere. Um, Message from my spirit guides to prosper in spiritual growth and stability in near future. So spiritual growth, the stability, well, as above, so below, because otherwise it will be two questions. If you're talking about stability concerning material stability and spirituality, then that's two questions. But if you're talking about spiritually, where things are going to head and how it's going to impact you and your stability in that area of your life, then we can make that into one question. You find the balance spiritually, as above, so below. You create the security in the physical. Okay, so spiritually. Okay, so let's see. What messages from your spirit guides? And then after Jezere, I have Myrick. Myrick is next, so please be prepared to ask your question. Okay, so you had a lot of cards come out. So you have here postponement. Something is on hold right now until you see it from a more colorful perspective. Maybe you're limiting the possibilities and you're needing to evaluate how you see something. Um, you have control here. So this could be you, maybe you might be trying to control the narrative. It feels like you want to release control of a situation. That could be why things are on hold as well. This could be concerning connections with projections here. This could be like a partnership or, I mean, it's two people here, but it's something about reflection. What you're projecting out there is what is actually being shown back to you through people, circumstances, and things of that nature. Um, and if you look at this card closely, you are being called to see it from a more spiritual perspective, recognizing that you are a spirit having a human experience. Because in the physical, these two people have a poker face, but in the spiritual realm, they look like they're very loving towards one another. So maybe there's a need to see. I mean, we're talking about spirituality, but for some reason, I don't know. Do you have a connection? But I'll stick to spirituality. It just feels like you want to be clear about what you're projecting out there, knowing that what you're spiritually projecting is what's being reflected back to you. Um, and so if you're anticipating that things only look one way or expecting a certain outcome without allowing for infinite possibilities, you want to allow room for infinite possibilities. You want to see things from a colorful perspective. And when you allow room for infinite possibilities, that means that you don't want no barriers, no blockages, not that you create, and you definitely don't want others creating that energy for you. So then you have sharing here, but this is in the reverse. Is it, you know what? They out there partying. Oh, it's 12 o'clock on the dot. Okay, well, happy 2023 to me. Okay. I've transitioned over into 2023. So for those of you who are on Central Standard Time, happy 2023. They got the fireworks going off. People is hollering and losing their mind outside. Okay. So it is technically, we have moved into year number 7. So shout out to everybody that's here, that's celebrating. But Jezere, yes, it feels like right now you want to work on getting that light to shine brighter, because with this coming out in the reverse, that light might be kind of dim. So working on going within and awakening the infinite possibilities of your growth, your spiritual evolution. Don't try to control it. Release, surrender, and just allow things to unfold naturally. Okay. um so that's what I'm seeing for you. Yes, yes, happy 2023. I can hear the fireworks, I just can't see them. They must have a really big show going on down the street, because it's a lot. So now, next person is Myrick. If you're here, please wave and send your question. After Myrick, I have Shani. Then I have E. Williams. So that's it. 3 more people left. Um, so let me see. Myrick, if you're here, please wave and send your question. Let me ask a question for the collective. Whatever question you have, think of your question, and I'm going to pull a card for you, see what comes out in the energy, and you discern what that answer means for you. It feels to me like the energy, I can feel the shift, y'all. I mean, I don't know where y'all are at, but I felt the shift prior to, like, now, literally at the transition into 2023. I felt the energy shifting even like a couple of months back. It feels like it's getting lighter and lighter. Um, you have a lot of people that anticipate the worst. Oh, we're gonna have to, we're gonna be in this drought, and it's gonna be, the economy is gonna crash, and you're gonna have to go live in bunkers up underneath the bottom of the earth. But I don't see it like that. For me, I anticipate abundance, peace. It might not happen globally per se, because we still got some transitions and some changes. The powers that were, they got to release their grip, and they having a hard time with that. But I feel like on a personal scale, for those of you who have been really doing the work, you're going to be able to see, you're going to see the harvest of your efforts. Okay. But let me pull a card for the collective. Rest and rejuvenate is coming out. I don't know if y'all not getting no rest, whatever your question is. Rest and rejuvenate is in the reverse. Maybe you're feeling anxious or antsy because I have the energy is gaining momentum here at the bottom of the deck. Maybe you're ready to move. Maybe you're ready to take action. Maybe that's what that is. Maybe you're ready to take action towards something, victory and success, blowing the trumpet, letting the world know I'm here, I've arrived. Something is picking up in energy here, okay? And is moving you towards victory and success where you'll be able to express it and be proud of the work that you've done to openly, you know, the trumpet is being sounded, I feel, on your behalf. So yeah, number 6 coming out there, harmony, balance. So let me see. Who is it that I was calling on here? That was Myrick. Did Myrick come in? Oh, there's Myrick. Okay. So please, what's your question, Myrick? And then after Myrick, I have Shani. Okay, Lucy, you said you've been rested for about a year. Patience, yeah. So you say I've been resting long enough. That energy is picking up and you are ready to move. Yes, and to make moves here. Let me see. Lily said ready to move, relocate, start a new job or entrepreneurship. Yeah. So it's like you've been doing that work. You've been resting, healing, rejuvenating, finding your balance. And now that energy is like, I feel good now. So it's like after the war, after the battle, spiritual warfare, chaotic energy with people around you that was started acting funny and you started to see the spiritual nature of them and having to do a lot of releasing, even after going into, you know, into battle with yourself, internal warfare. Okay, you've overcome that. Now you're resting and healing after battle. And then, okay, now you've rejuvenated yourself, you've re-energized yourself, you've refueled yourself. Now you're ready to get up and move. You're ready to start a brand new beginning. And so, yeah, that energy is definitely gaining momentum. So it depends. Everybody is on different levels there, but it just feels like you're starting to get your mojo back. That's what I'm picking up here. Um, oh, thank you, Lily. I appreciate you. Now, wait. Oh, there's Myrick. Please scroll up to the chat. Let me see, Myrick, because I did see Myrick. You must be way up there because I don't even see your question. I don't even see your question. I mean, is it a long question? I don't see it. You think you can repeat it? Is it a Oh, there you are. Okay. I would like a reading for my love life, my work situation, and my living situation. Mainly my love life. Okay. All right. Um, so Myrick, what should I focus on? Which one do you want me to focus on? Because there's one question. You don't have to retype it. It's one question, but I just need you to tell me which one you want me to zone in on, because that's like 3-4 different questions. So which one would you like to focus on? And of course, if you want like a full reading, you can always email me and you can ask as many questions as you want to ask within that hour session. As long as you can fit it all in and we can get the answers you need, then you want to book a personal reading if you have multiple things. But one thing that you can think of out of all of those questions that you want me to focus on. Okay, so yeah, I don't know what energy you trying to bring in, Bahamut. Um, I'm not sure what you're saying here, but if this is just not your environment, then you can exit left. So love life. Okay. So let's see. So this is for Myrick. Love life for Myrick. Love life for Myrick. Okay, so the first card, wow, Nine of Swords. So right now, love life feels kind of stressful. Maybe sleepless nights, overthinking. Knight of Wands, are you dealing with a Knight of Wands? Somebody that's flighty, somebody that's not really, they're not non-committal. Um, Four of Cups in the reverse. It feels like, I mean, it feels like you want to take action to move towards an opportunity, but something just feels stressful here. Yes, something from the past that you might not want to release, but it feels like whoever this is, you might want to protect yourself here because are you dealing with a fire sign or a Scorpio? But whatever this is, it's like Six of Wands. It's almost like somebody just wants attention. They want your attention, but they might not be coming in to offer anything that's solid or stable. Somebody that comes in with a lot of passion, but they leave you in this energy of stress as well. Thank you, Lori Sams. I appreciate that. Oh, the love of your life. Are you this energy right here is the love of your life? This what I'm picking up right now? Oh, she's a Virgo. Oh, okay, okay. So, are you the one that's not ready to commit? Because somebody feels like it's a lot of passion, but it's also stressful at the same time. And it's like, okay, something might need to come to an end, but it's this energy of not wanting to let it go. It's this energy of feeling like you have to be on defense, or somebody is feeling defensive here. Um, you have the Eight of Swords in the reverse. It feels like this energy of wanting to come out of your head because we got the Eight of Swords to the Nine of Swords. It's almost like this energy of needing to release to be free because otherwise it's just mentally just stressful, just like feeling chained and bound, overthinking of a situation. You're fully committed. She is, I just wrote that earlier. She is the LOML. What is that? The LOML. What does that mean? What is the LOML? Yeah, it's competitive energy here, but I do have the Five of Wands in the reverse. Is that energy? Somebody got a lot of fire in their chart. Are you a fire sign? I mean, maybe it's just strong in your natal chart some kind of way, but I got a lot of fiery energy, but I got competition. It's like, oh, love of my life. Okay, I understand. Competition. It's like competitive energy for maybe you feel like you got to fight for her affections. Do you feel like there's like a lot of people around that desire her? Does she seem like she really is? She really enjoys like having a being in the spotlight, having a lot of attention from other people. It just and I have no mate. Well, yeah, one major arcana. That's the Death card in the reverse. Something just doesn't feel very healthy about it right now. I mean, I don't know what's going on. Ace of Cups. So that's good. I mean, but that can also indicate a new love, new opportunity for love. It just feels like you're waiting for her to take your cup. Like, do you feel that she's all in? Do you feel that she's all in? Because I know you said you're all in, but do you feel that she's all in? Thank you, Lori. I appreciate you. All right. Well, I'm just, I feel like there's a lot of work to be done here. And you really want to take a look at this, come out of your head, clear your mind so that you can evaluate this relationship from a clear perspective. And I'm about to be done in a few minutes, but y'all should have been asleep a long time ago. Go ahead and lay down. My apologies there. Let me see. I appreciate your insight so much. You're welcome, Myrick. I mean, I wish I could give you better news, but it just feels like, yeah, look at this from a higher perspective. I'll pull one more card for you. Three of Pentacles. I mean, y'all may be able to move into a space where you're going to be able to work better together. It's just something about the energy that's off right now. And so some sort of transformation needs to take place, but this card is coming out in the reverse. So somebody might be resistant to change, like they're fighting up against change. Somebody needs to go within and do some work and go through a transformation, because otherwise it feels like a lot of competitive energy, like fighting for someone's affections. And so just consider, how is it affecting you mentally, and if it's not allowing you to stay in alignment or balance, then you want to pull back, create those healthy boundaries until you see some change that's going to be in alignment with what you deserve. So that's what I'm seeing for you, Myrick. Last, let me see. I think I have one person left. So that, no, two. Shani and then E. Williams. So Shani, if you're here, please wave and send your question. There you are. General reading for 2023. Thank you, Shani. General reading for 2023. I don't know what I'm gonna do after this, y'all, because when I get off, I'll probably try to find a movie or something to watch until I fall asleep. Because usually I have this burst of energy where I end up staying up for like an additional few hours. I've been going to bed like around 1, maybe 2, sometimes 3 o'clock in the morning. It really just depends. But my sleeping schedule is just way off. I know my circadian rhythm is not balanced, but a lot of it has to do with the fact that the sun, it wasn't shining for a while. You know, it was very cloudy. It wasn't shining for a while. And so usually I sun gaze. I feel like that keeps my circadian rhythm in alignment. I also like to moon gaze, but let me see. Okay. So shining, general reading for 2023. Let me see. So I have here power. Okay, you stepping into your power, Shani. It feels like you have a lot of wisdom here. I don't know. Are you Leo energy? But it feels like you're in your strength. 2023, you're feeling powerful. You're feeling strong. You're feeling more wise, more bold, courageous, confident. Oh, you are a Leo. Okay, nice. Then you have here, what do you need to release? So you're going to be letting go of some things. I feel like you're stepping into your power. Look at this. The devil is at the bottom of the deck, but it's in the reverse. You are not playing. You are not playing no games in 2023. You're like, if it ain't in alignment, if it's toxic, if it is low vibrational, I am in this lioness mode and I am cutting it out. I'm using my wisdom and I'm making bold and courageous moves to release it. That's the energy that you're in. You're not playing no games in 2023. You also have here, the energy is gaining momentum. So it feels like the power, your personal power, your personal strength is picking up. So whatever it is that you're doing spiritually is actually is very effective when it comes to you really embodying that Leo energy. Embracing that power, that strength. Let me see. You also have moving on. See, I told you, you're not playing no games. You will walk out of that door. If it's energy that feels heavy, low vibrational, lifeless, with those leaves in the back, that's lifeless, they all dry and crunchy. You like, no, I'm not doing no dry and crunchy. You moving towards the leaves that have life, that's moist, that's green, and you moving towards light, anything that keeps you feeling free and empowered and energized. So you're making moves in 2023 to move into a different direction here, and you're moving towards victory and success. The more that you offload the unbalanced energy, the closer you walk towards your success. So this is really good for you. The number, wow, you have 666 here. So something is coming into harmony here, but it's also showing me that anything that was toxic, even if it's something within you, let's just say you had codependencies, you're clearing that energy out. You stepping into your power and saying, there is no pleasure seeking behavior pattern that controls me. I steer this boat. I am in control of this vessel. And so you're stepping into your power. But if it doesn't have anything to do with codependency behavior patterns, you're just like even people that have codependent behavior patterns, people that are in this devil, carnal, toxic, energy. You're not playing no games. You're releasing it. You're moving forward. So you have rest and rejuvenate. I feel like this is in alignment with the message that came out earlier for the collective, because both of these cards were there in the same position, resting and rejuvenating in the reverse, and then the energy is gaining momentum in the upright, showing that you're ready to take action. You've done the work. You've been healing, resting, rejuvenating, balancing your energy, and so it's go time. And this power energy, it's like I'm in my power. I'm ready to make a move. Okay, I'm moving forward. I'm moving head confidently, courageously, and towards victory and success. So I see beautiful things happening for you, shining. Okay, so I hope that brought you some clarity. Last person that I have on the list here is E. Williams. E. Williams, if you're here, please wave and send your message. And again, for those of you who did not show up, I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people, 7 people that I called on that did not get their reading. You can send me a request for a refund, or you could just count it as a blessing to my channel. Whichever way you want it to go, you have the option to request a refund, okay? Hey, William Granger, thank you. Blessings to you as well. All praises and glory be to the most Lord God, Yahweh, the Most High, Yah, hallelujah, the divine creator of the universe. Okay. All right. E. Williams said, my son's name is Victor, never been in trouble, but he did something stupid, now has a court date. Will he be locked up? Okay. Well, let me see. So your son has a court date, did something that he should not have done. Let's see where things could potentially go for your son here. Okay, you was out moon gazing. Yes, okay. So 4 of Wands in the reverse. He may end up doing some time here because that's like the home structure is not balanced. Something doesn't feel stable here. And then the hangman, that's that energy of waiting, feeling stuck, feeling like you don't have much control over your situation. But the one thing that you do have control over is how you see things, how you see the experience, what you're gaining from it. What enlightenment are you gaining in this energy of postponement in the hangman? So he may have to do some time here. I do have, okay, justice is coming out. So it feels like it's going to be 2 ways. Like it feels like it's still going to balance out for him because justice does deal with the judicial system, but there will be a time of postponement where he still has to wait. So I don't know if that means that he goes to jail until they get the final verdict and then decide, okay, well, he might do house arrest or something like that. But it feels like something will balance out with the justice card here, but after a time of postponement and waiting. So I have here 2 of Pentacles in reverse, something about releasing. Ace of Wands. It feels like, though, he will be happy with something that comes through as far as the verdict, though. There will be a postponement. Things will be a little bit uncomfortable, but there will be a message that comes through that he might be excited about when it comes to the verdict. So it doesn't feel all bad. The Wheel of Fortune is here. So it does feel like things may end up turning in his favor after a time of postponement. And he's definitely wanting to change the way that he thinks, use this as an opportunity to become more enlightened about a situation and to find his own internal balance and to release some things that does not serve his highest good. Wheel of Fortune deals with change. Look at that. So even with the Page of Wands, the Page of Swords, this particular card The light bulbs is here. So it's like gaining some clarity, some enlightenment about something. But I do see, I feel like good news will come through in that regard. Okay. I feel like he will be able to reunite with loved ones. Things will balance out for him, but there will be a time of postponement. Okay. Let me see. Where are you? Okay. So I hope that brought you some clarity. I do feel like things will work out in his favor. Um, so let's see. So I hope that brought you some clarity there, E. Williams. That Justice card is really good to have in the upright. So let's just see. I'm going to pull a couple of cards just to close out. Moving into 2023. What is the energy for the collective? And then we're going to go ahead and exit, y'all. We're going to go ahead and exit. I think I might make me a sandwich. Okay. Make me a sandwich. I've been drinking a lot of smoothies lately too. I did do the fast. I don't know if any of you did the fast with me, but I did do the fast. I personally did the 3-day fast, where I didn't eat until the sun went down. And during the day, I just did the juicing. So I definitely felt my energy picked up like that because I was tired a lot prior to that. But, you know, the fast was also in regards to the sacrifices because of the blood sacrifices that the powers that were have been doing. The ritual that I had done, where some of you did it with me, clearing out that energy, destroying and releasing whatever agenda they had behind these blood sacrifices, and then lighting a candle and writing on it to say that whatever sacrifices they do, it is actually turning against them, and it is actually representation of their destruction. So now it's going to work against them and not for them. So that fast was in regards to that, but also just in regards to shifting the energy moving into 2023. That's what the fast was about as well. So, okay, you did the 3-day fast. All right. Okay, I see a few of you did the 3-day fast. I love that. Okay. Yes, more energy. And I ordered me some spirulina / Corella tablets, y'all. When I tell you them things, we putting in work, because prior to that, I know that my iron was a little off, okay? Because I was finding that I was more chilly. But when I took them tablets, y'all, I mean, I'm talking about sweating bullets. You know, it'll really, you know, it'll get your temperature and everything in alignment, you know, blood oxygenated, get you some Corella / spirulina tablets. I ordered mine on Amazon. I got a big old bag, like 700 tablets. My children, surprisingly, they love to chew them up and swallow them. I don't know how they do that, but they love to eat Corella tablets. So I give them those. These specifically have the spirulina in it as well. So it has a little bit more of a musky smell, but they still chew it up like it's candy, y'all. I don't know what the heck, but I'm happy about that. So I've been taking those lately too. So my energy has been more amplified. It just feels good. So order you some if you feel like your energy is just off. So here we go. We have release coming out in the reverse. Maybe this is indicating that you've already, adjustments are required. So adjustments are required when it comes to releasing, y'all. This could be in regards to releasing habits, because you got the 3 of Cups. Everybody is holding a glass. You know, I don't think they drinking orange juice. I mean, they might be, but maybe sometimes you might want to release certain people that might have codependencies, or if you're working on getting rid of certain habits or patterns, releasing those people so that they're not bringing the wrong energy to influence you to go backwards. But some adjustments do need to be, adjustments are required in regards to something here. Maybe when it comes to the people or the friendships or codependencies, whatever the case may be, but releases here, make adjustments when it comes to that. Let me see what else. Then you have, I'll take these last few. Work through your fears. Work through your fears is here. Okay. So destroying and release. I destroy and I release all fears, known and unknown, in spirit and in flesh. Put that on paper, burn it, call on your spiritual team to help you to do it. Then you have, don't let your past hold you back. This is a repeated message. Keeps coming out for the collective. Time to move forward. Time to step into your North Node energy. Coming out of the South. South Node energy deals with past life karmic energy, negative karmic energy that keeps you stuck. It's a strong temptation to stay there because it's your comfort zone, but it's not so comfortable. It's one of those comfort zones that you got to put on a rose-colored glasses in order to stay in that energy. And so you're being called to step into your north, rising higher, moving towards your destiny, coming out of that south node energy. Work through your fears when it comes to releasing whatever people, places, things, thoughts, conditioning, beliefs. Make those necessary adjustments. Adjustments are required there. Then you have listen to your intuition, because this is going to be healing chaos. You releasing these energies is going to be chaotic, but it's going to be healing and transformative with the butterflies back there in the background. So it's going to be a very transformative energy. It's going to feel chaotic. It's going to feel disruptive and all of those things, but that's necessary in order to clear your path. So do what's necessary. And then you have intuition. This is going to sharpen. It's actually going to awaken your spiritual gifts is what I feel here. Look at that. Transformation is at the bottom of the deck. So major transformations is happening for you all in 2023. And if you really, really want to get on board with like becoming the best version of yourself, stepping into your divinity, don't ignore people, places, and things that you just know are not good for you. Even on a personal scale, if you know you indulging in something that is not in alignment with you vibrating on a higher scale, do what's necessary to release that energy. Of course, things don't happen overnight if it's been a long-term codependency, because the problem is not what you're drawn to. The problem is something that is internal that needs to be cleared out, that attracts you to that energy, a pleasure-seeking behavior pattern. So just dive deeper. Again, dive deeper, because something is behind this door that wants to open and build to you, something that's full of light and life. Okay, I feel like it's beautiful energy, but it's not ready to open until you're ready to walk through. So you got to be in the right energy. You want to first go through your transformation, and that's when you're ready to walk through that door. So that's what I'm seeing for you all. I hope this message brought you some clarity. Please be sure to like, subscribe, send me an email if you want a private reading. I thank all of you who joined and that stuck it out. Happy 2023. Much abundance, healing, empowerment, spiritual enlightenment, growth. I mean, whatever seeds you planting, continue to nurture them, and just know 2023 is a new year, new beginning, and every day that you awake with breath in your body, the breath of life, it's an opportunity to change and to become a better version of yourself. You can leave yesterday exactly where it sits. Leave 2022 exactly where it sits. And the only thing you want to take with you from 2022 is the beautiful lessons and the wisdom that you gain from it. So I love you all, and I will talk to you all next time. Thank you to all of my moderators as well. I love y'all.